And the only Spicy, and I am here today with another All Signs Live. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling favored. I feel grateful, and I'm just excited to be here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself even more prepared for tonight's reading. The question that we're asking today is what needs your focus and attention right now and why. So it's just nice to kind of take a break from other people's complicated and complex and nuanced emotions and just focus on like what's going on with us and what we need to be focused on. Okay, what's important. Hey, let's get it. Hey, it's nice to see you. Let's get it. Yesterday it was a power outage. Okay, so I was not able to show up, but I'm here today. Okay, but yesterday was crazy, and it wasn't even a storm or anything either. So I'm just like, okay, all right, it is what it is. Like, be back tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, the lioness is back. Okay, the lioness is back. My other hairstyle was pretty much giving Leo as well, but sometimes it's nice to just bring back the curly fro. So let's get it. I know you're Cancer, so let's go ahead and start with the water signs. Let's go ahead and start with the water signs. And of course, as people come in, they can request which sign that they would like for me to start with. But we got to get the show on the road. Okay, we got to get the show on the road. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be 2:15, just so I could get some water and we'll get started. Welcome to everyone that is entering the live. The question is, what needs your focus and attention right now? And we're also starting with Cancer. Okay. Hey, Alama Christy, it's nice to meet you. Welcome. Cancer, I'm going to change your timestamp to 2:45. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Shanice. Shanice, did you get my email from today? Did you get it? Confirm, please. Okay, you got it. Shanice, I'm trying to tell you, okay? School expenses was kicking my butts. All right? School expenses is kicking my butts. Hey, Cha-Cha. Oh, it's nice to meet you as well, Alama, and thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, Cancer. I got to change our timestamp one more time. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be 3:30. Let's get it. Like, dang. All right. What needs your focus and attention right now? Cancer. What needs your focus and attention right now? Let me get the tarot and see why. So, what needs your focus and attention right now, Cancer, are your personal relationships or your lack thereof. Okay, your lack thereof. I feel like it's time for you to spend more time with the people that you know love you and the people that you know that you love, and you need to enrich those connections, okay, so that they're actual meaningful connections, instead of trying to go about life on your own, instead of trying to figure out everything on your own, instead of trying to do everything on your own. You need to understand that there are supportive networks, there are relationships that you can begin to foster, continue to enrich, that are also going to help you get further faster. So that's what you need to be focusing your time and attention on right now. Yeah. You've definitely been in a hibernation period where you've really just been focusing on yourself, which isn't too bad, but I feel like you need more social interaction. And like I said, more positive social interactions with people you actually like to be around, with people that are benefits or blessings or even assets to your life, as opposed to liabilities. So you've definitely kind of been in your lone wolf energy for a bit too long. Okay, now it's time for you to come back out into the world. Okay, it's time for you to come back out into the world. Like, it's time for you to re-enter the world, to re-enter society, and really start to build relationships and connections with people. And this doesn't just have to be romantic relationships. This could be friendships. This is also business partnerships, or just people that can connect you to resources that you need. So that's as simple as it is. Um, yeah, you just been a bit too quiet. You haven't really been as social. Okay, so let's see what else has kind of been going on with you. Yeah, you've been a bit too comfortable with the silence. And there's nothing wrong with like taking a step back and focusing on just creating peace in your life. There's nothing wrong with taking a step back and relaxing and resting. But I feel like you're getting a bit too testy now. Okay, so what was once comfortable is now becoming uncomfortable. You're getting testy, you're getting restless. You feel like your energy, sorry, somebody texting me. You feel like your energy is kind of contained, and it's kind of like the feeling of someone who's like bouncing off of the walls. So your energy has been too contained, and I feel like it's time for you to expand. So it's time for you to really get out and, you know, just converse with people again. Yeah. You all may have also had like some confidence issues as well, some body or self-esteem issues, just like disparaging yourself and being very hard on yourself, for things that can actually change aesthetically. So if you feel like you're not your best self, then, you know, do something to feel better. You know, this is maybe you becoming more active and working on your working on, you know, getting fit, as opposed to like shaming yourself for maybe getting off the horse or gaining a couple extra pounds. Like, or this is also you just feeling like you're enough, you know, feeling like you're enough. Because relationships can do that. You know, sometimes you feel like you're not enough or you're not deserving because you just aren't able to like commune with your people. But I feel like your people are definitely out here, especially if you're a part of the collective. Your people are here, so it's really time for you to start to connect with others. All right, so definitely do that. But yeah, if you've been feeling bad as it relates to like how you look, there's always something that you can do to make yourself feel better. Like if your hair not done, go get your hair done. Your nails not done, go get your nails done. Like it is really that simple. um Start wearing your best clothes. You know, stop going everywhere looking bummy. Stop doing that. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, Cancers, but I'm just giving y'all different examples. Like instead of being hard on yourself for things that you can change, just accept it and make the changes that are necessary. It's really that simple. uh Sorry, I'm using the wrong deck. Actually, no, I'm using the right deck. Why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? Should I use tarot? I think I'm using tarot. Hey, Julian. Hey, Casey. Hey, Casey. Like, why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? I feel like there's value that you really need to provide. Like, instead of seeing yourself as, and this is probably why your energy is restless, because it's like energetically you feel like there's something that you should be doing. Like you feel like you need to get more active. And I do feel like there's value that you can provide back to this community as well. So it's just like your soul is really calling for you to experience some type of like recognition or some type of praise. And I feel like you also are like, it's like you also want to be like favored as well. So I definitely feel like that's why it's important for you to just start to link up with, you know, people that are a part of your like soul family, your soul tribe, just establishing more meaningful connections, because it's like you need to be recognized. So it seemed like there's something, like I said, that you're supposed to be providing. Yeah, there's something of worth that you're supposed to be providing to this community as well. So yeah, you definitely need to put yourself back out there, communicate with more people, And I also feel like this community is going to help you with your finances, like your financial stability and your material stability. So it seems like there's some type of like goal or some type of like accomplishment that you are supposed to like experience through this community. So that's why it's important. Yeah. Yeah, you've been a bit too like stingy with your energy. You've been a bit too like guarded with yourself. Like just it's not even being self-protective. It's kind of like overboard where it's like you're not willing to share your energy at all. And unfortunately, it's time for you to stop doing this, okay? Because like I said, this community is going to be a blessing to you, but you also have to be willing to reciprocate as well. But yeah, I also feel like this community is going to teach you how to have like healthy, interdependent relationships with others. Because I feel like you may be a bit too like cautious as it relates to like sharing with others because you don't want to be manipulated and you also don't want to be used. And there's nothing wrong with having like very strong boundaries to ensure that, you know, people aren't just manipulating or using you. But I feel like your boundaries may be a bit too strong in which you're not really allowing yourself to explore or to expand. Okay. So it's not really about like saying no, it's also about being able to say yes. So I just feel like you may be saying no, you're too guarded, you're too closed off. And yeah, like it's time for you to focus on that aspect of yourself. And like I said, with the body and self-esteem issues, it's time for you to get active because I feel like you've been too sedentary or too stationary. That's just what I'm getting here as well. So it's time for you to get active. All right. If not, you could continue to keep gaining a healthy fat. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just picking up that your energy is restless. Okay, so what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? I think it's just going to make you a bit more courageous. Like you have to be honest with yourself. I feel like you've been locked away because you're a bit too like afraid or scared, anxious. Like I say, you are dealing with some insecurities as it relates to like the outside world and connecting with people. But for real, it's like you deserve to be like praised and noticed. And I really feel like you all it's like just being a part of this community is really going to change the way in which you see yourself, like your own self-image, your persona, like who you really are and your identity as a person. So you need to understand that like you can still be a part of the community in a group but still maintain your sense of independence and individuality. But you don't want to be too individual. You don't, why I say too individual, you could be an individual but you don't want it to go to the opposite extreme. You don't want the pendulum to swing to the opposite extreme, in which it's like you're not willing to be open or to share with others your time, your attention, your energy. You don't want to, you know, so, you know, I think that you all are a bit too afraid to connect with other people. But once you open yourself up to, you know, just establishing more like meaningful connections, it'll make you feel a bit more like comfortable and courageous to go out into just, you know, connect and form, like I said, form relationships with others and to be comfortable doing that. Because you all are a bit too afraid, but I get it. It's life. So let's go ahead and move on, Cancer. I hope that was helpful for y'all. Let's get it set. It's dangerous out here. People are crazy. Hey, Derek. Cha-Cha said you have to use discernment and try. You never know until you know. Hopefully being high vibrational will help you attract more high vibe people. Yeah, exactly. You're never going to know until you try. Like, it's a fact. I mean, people can use us. People can manipulate us. Like, people can. Like, they can. They can. People lie. People deceive. But that shouldn't stop you from getting out there and meeting the people that are going to be a positive blessing, a benefit, and an asset to your life as opposed to a liability. So I just think that's what's going on. It's like you're afraid of continuing to mix with people and then potentially being liabilities and taking something from you. So there's value, like I said, that you're supposed to provide to this community of people as well. And it's like energetically, you feel like you're being called to do that. Like I said, you're being very restless right now. So just put yourself out there and get to know others without thinking that the worst is going to happen. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Yeah, Ryan, you and your mama are dog shit. How about that? You and your mama are dog shit, Ryan. Like, of course you know what dog shit is. You smell it and you look at it every day, Ryan. Don't play with me. What's next? Okay. Let's move on. Pisces. Your timestamp is going to be 16 minutes. Yeah. Casey coming on here talking shit. Like, out your damn mind. Like, all right. Pisces, what needs your focus and attention right now? Pisces. Okay, Pisces, your work needs your attention. Okay, your work. You have a lot ahead of you. Okay, you have a lot of work that's ahead of you, and it's really gonna call for you to have to be very organized, very disciplined, and also very structured. So your work right now needs your focus and attention. Like, um, your occupation, but even I could say specifically how you're working. So you definitely want to make sure, because it seemed like you have a lot to do coming up. And I'm going to get another clarifier with the tarot, but it seems like you have a lot to do. And I would just say to just focus on your work habits and ensure that you are being as sustainable as possible. I mean, you don't want to put yourself in a cycle of anxiety and depression where you're anxious trying to get so many tasks done, and then you become depressed because you didn't get anything done, or you only got one thing done. Okay, so yeah, let's see what else I can get from this message as well. But yeah, it's your work, your actual work. Okay, all right, so y'all got some new positive opportunities coming in. Okay, you have some abundance coming in. Okay, you have just, I like this. Okay, you have provision coming in. Okay, you have provision coming in. So this is why it's important. This is why your work is important, because you have an opportunity coming in that is definitely going to help your financial stability and security. It definitely will. Yeah, it definitely will. And I also feel like this is something that is definitely in alignment with like your higher self, or even with in alignment with your purpose in life right now. So yeah, that's why it's important for you to focus on your work, because like you have some money making opportunities coming in, and it's connected to your purpose in life. Okay, so this is good. It's very positive. I see financial gain in the cards for you. Okay, so you have like a new job coming in, you have career advancement coming in, and like I said, material success. So it seemed like the universe is definitely providing you with a lemon. Okay, so what are you going to do with that lemon? That's all I'm going to ask you. Like, what are you going to do with that lemon? All right, so why weren't you paying attention to this? Well, from what I see here, it seems like you were a bit too focused on the past and what didn't work out in the past. So now it seems like the universe is giving you, what I want to say, like a second chance to prove yourself. Okay, so I feel like your work habits were a bit too like unsustainable in the past. You may have also been a bit too distracted, and so that can also factor into like why things were not progressing for you in a certain direction, or within a certain timing that you were expecting. Okay, so yeah, the universe is giving you a second chance and a second opportunity. So what I feel like you should be focused on is the present and the future. Stop focusing on what didn't work out for you in the past, or if you were handed opportunities that were like duds, because that's what I'm getting here. It's like, you ever watch like a game show where it'd be like door number one is like a prize, and then door number 2 is like some type of like dud gift or something. It's just like a prize that nobody really wants, you know? Like I forgot what they call that, but it's like it's just a prize that nobody wants. I feel like you have definitely fell victim of choosing an opportunity that you thought was going to be promising, but it really wasn't. And you're still kind of focusing on what did not work out in the past. So yeah, I feel like that's why you weren't paying attention. You were still kind of holding on to that. So now it's time to let go of what happened to you before. I'm not saying that you have to forget what happened before, but that does not have to be in the forefront of your mind. You should be focused on the new positive opportunities that are coming in for you. And it has to do with your work. And like I said, try to remain as sustainable as possible because you have a lot of work ahead of you. It's actually going to require you to have to put in physical effort. Okay, this is not something that you can just receive and think that you don't have to do anything with this or you don't have to take it serious. It's like you actually really do. This is like your second chance. Okay, so why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? I feel like I answered that a little bit, but whatever. Yes. Why is this important for your growth and alignment? Because you're starting anew. You're starting fresh. Like you're literally entering a new cycle or phase within your life. You're on a new path now. And it's important for you to be able to cross over without being held down, without being tied down. It's important for you to not really have any baggage, so that you feel free to really immerse yourself in this work or to immerse yourself in this opportunity and this financial blessing that's coming your way. So yeah, it's important for you to be open to the unknown. It's important for you to just be spontaneous and actually go with the flow, you know, because this opportunity was unexpected anyway. So you kind of just have to just be fearless, be bold, and don't feel like you don't have what you need. Okay, don't feel like you don't have what you need. All you really need is yourself. All you need is yourself. I feel like that's something that you're going to realize. So yeah, sustainability, like I said, is important. You definitely want to make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's very important here. But yeah, like I said, you're entering into a new phase, a new cycle. It's exciting. Okay, you have these new opportunities coming in. It could be a bit uncertain, but you really have to just put your best foot forward and just understand that this is literally like the beginning of your new life. Okay, it's the beginning of your new life. So take the opportunity and take it serious. Hey, Muhammad. Thank you so much, Jim. Hey, divine intelligence, divine. I love that. I love that. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? I feel like your life is going to pick up. It's going to pick up. And that's why I feel like that message of you being sustainable is important. I keep telling you, it's like you're going to have a lot of tasks that you're going to have to be on top of. And it's going to require you to always be in that energy of being solution oriented. Is going to put you in that energy of having to be very action based. Like I said, being fearless and bold is going to put you in the energy of actually having to act, okay, having to do something. And I just feel like it's kind of like the train is getting started, okay, like the train is getting started, and once you get on that train, it's not stopping. So yeah, I feel like your life is definitely about to pick up. It definitely is. So like I said, make sure you get sleep. Make sure you get sleep. Okay. And you also will definitely be meeting a lot of people. Okay. You're going to be meeting a lot of people that are going to be very pivotal as it relates to your financial success as well. But the great thing about this community of people that are coming into your life is like they're going to be able to grow and evolve with you. And you're going to find yourself at peace with these people because they're just like you. So it's kind of similar to Cancer's read. Cancer should be focusing on community right now, but you are like on your way. You're on your way to, you know, establishing even more meaningful connections. But I feel like it's through your work. Okay, it's through your work. So this is nice. Yeah, things are definitely about to pick up for you, and I also feel like you're going to be garnering just a lot of support and even fans as well within this new work, because it is related to your purpose, and it is related to your, in some ways, even your destiny. I feel like this is something that's fated to happen. But yeah, don't mess up, because this is your second chance. I just heard that song Lose Yourself by Eminem. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, once in a lifetime opportunity is what it sounds like. But like I keep saying, Pisces, don't mess up. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, so we're gonna move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, your timestamp is going to be 26 minutes, so that I have time to get something to drink. The Pisces timestamp is 16 minutes. Hey, Katara. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the hearts, Muhammad. I appreciate it. And also divine intelligence. Intelligence, divine. Okay? I like the mirroring that you got going on there with your screen name. Okay, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get started. What needs your focus and attention right now? You're welcome, Cha-Cha. What needs your focus and attention right now? Ooh, Scorpio, yeah, it seems like you have definitely been battling with some self-limiting beliefs. Okay, you've been battling with some self-limiting beliefs. You definitely have felt like you're in a mental prison. I also feel like you haven't been speaking up and using your voice, and that's definitely important. You haven't really been speaking up as much as you should. And that, I think that's a bit problematic, because it's like when you're not speaking up for yourself, or if you're not advocating for your beliefs, or even advocating for your thank you so much, Cha-Cha, or even advocating for the betterment of your life, is like you're going to continue to keep being handed more of the same that isn't satisfying, more of the same that puts you in a box or puts you off in a corner, in which you feel like there's just nothing that you can do to change your life, to change yourself or your circumstances. So yeah, your focus and attention right now is on self-limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, whether it's things that you continue to ruminate on and continue to play in your head like a tape recorder, like just negative thoughts and pessimistic thinking, or if it's other things that people have said to you to disparage you and to make you feel bad about yourself. So let me get some tarot for you as well. Yeah. You are playing yourself too small. Okay, you're playing yourself too small, and I think this is why it needs your focus and attention. Like, you really need to nurture your mental health right now, because you're playing yourself too small. The things that you're telling yourself is driving a wedge between you and your higher self, or you and your ultimate potential. And I think that's important. Like I always say, it's like when you focus on realizing other people's potential, you could be wasting time. So most of that energy should be focused on yourself, and you actually putting yourself through the process of becoming. So I'm just trying to tell you, like, your negative thoughts are really like hindering you and who you are as a person. Like, you actually are more than what you're giving yourself credit for, or even more than what other people could be giving you credit for as well. So yeah, it's time for you to see yourself differently. So you have to do some work on your image. You have to do some work as far as like affirmations, or if you have to listen to subliminals. But it's just like you've been negatively thinking, and it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, it's actually affecting your day-to-day life. So yeah, you need to focus on the things that you're telling yourself, and ways in which you could be trying to affirm that you are less than when you're really not. I'm trying to tell you, it's like you're more than what you're giving yourself credit for. You really are. Yeah, why weren't you paying attention to this? I feel like it's more so other people that have like affirmed that you are not worthy or that you're less than. And the fact of the matter is that you are so worthy, and you're so worthy to the point that other people feel like they have to manipulate and use you and steal from you. You know, they feel like you have to, because you have um a lot to be, I want to say, to be proud of. I feel like you have a lot to give, like not even to others but to yourself. But I just feel like you're valuable, and you've been playing yourself very small. And I feel like you weren't really paying attention to this, because it's like people were always taking from you. They were always taking like your time, your energy, your money. um I feel like you also have the ability or the capability to like speak life into other situations, and it's like you were doing that. And what I heard was precious. It's like you're giving away all of your precious energy because you just didn't see yourself as deserving. But yeah, you weren't really paying attention to this, because it's like you're just used to people leeching off of you. You're used to people using you, and you just kind of looking at it like, whatever. People always come into my life and take from me and use me and abandon me and ghost me and leave and like, and it's like, if that's continuously happening, then you need to see yourself differently. Okay, you need to see yourself differently. Like, you need to establish boundaries. Like, Cancer's boundaries were too strong, your boundaries are too weak. You need to establish boundaries here, because the fact of the matter is because you don't have boundaries, you don't have self-respect. Okay, and people feel like they don't have to respect you. They feel like they could come into your life and take from you and do anything and say anything from you, to say anything to you, and you're just gonna sit there. So yeah, you gotta stand up. Okay, you need to stand up. You need to advocate for yourself. You need to understand that you are more worthy than what you are giving yourself credit for. Like I keep telling you, it's like you're more abundant. Okay, all of that love that you have to offer to other people, that people keep stealing from you, it's time for you to internalize that and see yourself as more, as opposed to less than. But it's your mindset. You really need to focus on the negative thoughts that you're telling yourself, because what I heard was negative chatter. And it's like, what is the point of that? You know, what is the point of that? Like, stop telling yourself negative things. Like, you really got to start to do some really positive self affirmations, so that you can feel better and see yourself as better. And it's nothing wrong with that. So maybe you all feel like you can't do that because it's going to come across as you being boasty or arrogant, or and no, there's nothing wrong with you knowing who you are and knowing what your inherent worth and value is. There's nothing wrong with knowing that. Okay? Because the other people that keep stealing from you, stealing your time, your energy, and your money, they know that. They know there's a lot of inherent worth and value. Okay? They may just not be telling you that. So you basically aren't being reinforced positively. So now it's time for you to take a step back, and you need to reinforce yourself if other people are not going to do it for you. Okay, let's move on. So why is this focus important? It's important for your growth and alignments. It's just important for you because I feel like you need, like I said, you need to feel better about yourself. Okay. And I feel like you're just not really happy with your current life experience, and just emotionally you don't feel happy either. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, you need to start thinking positively, more optimistically, so that you can feel better within yourself. So you've been experiencing some mental and emotional health issues, and you need to understand that, like, who is the person responsible for fixing this is going to be you. All right, so some of you may have to go to therapy. Like I said, affirmations, subliminals. You just need to reprogram your mind right now, because it's really taking a toll on your overall life, your life satisfaction, and how happy you are with your day-to-day life, how happy you are within yourself and being in your body. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely I don't know, like, Scorpio, I don't really like this energy for you. Okay, that's what I would say. I don't really like this energy for you, because it's like the more you continue to think negatively, it's like the more disappointed you're going to become with life, or to become with the relationships that you have around you. So yeah, like I said, it's time for you to impose some strong boundaries, and just to be proud of who you are as a person, to be proud of what you have. Um, Whether it's like actual, like, tangible material resources, or just proud of, you know, like I said, your value and your self-worth, knowing what you can contribute, knowing what you can, you know, what society says, bring to the table, whether it's, you know, a job, a community, a particular environment, or even within a relationship. Like, you have a lot to offer. But I feel like you need to internalize this and start with yourself. So I feel like people could be looking at you and thinking that you're being like selfish or that you're being stingy, but I think it's definitely important for you to feel good within yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You cannot. But I just feel like you've been dealing with a lot of people that have literally been poking holes in the cups that you've been giving them. Okay, so you need to understand that there's really only so much that you can do for others, because it seems like it's taking a toll on you and your mental and emotional health. So, like I said, you need better boundaries. What positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Hey, Furious Falcons. Thank you so much, Divine Intelligence, Divine. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and make you a standard moderator. Hey, Rawiri. I hope I said your name right. Rawiri. I hope I said your name right. Okay. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Okay, I like this energy. Like, yeah, I definitely feel like you could be looking forward to even more miracles that are going to occur, like just even more positive blessings coming from the universe, because you're actually starting to see yourself as worthy and valuable. And I also feel like the more that you work on your limited mindset and just like letting go of beliefs that no longer apply to you, okay, as long as you allow yourself to go through that process of purification, you'll realize that anything you want to accomplish in this world, like, you will be able to do so, because you have everything that you need within you. Okay, you're worthy and you're valuable. So this is really nice. You all have definitely not been feeling too well about yourself. Like, it's sad. I'm sorry, because I feel like people can do that. Like, people can either make or break you. And it just seems like you've had a lot of like energy vampires just around you, and you don't really have much left over for yourself. So yeah, I feel like if you've been feeling depleted, it's just like understanding that the more that you focus on this mindset that you have, you'll realize that like you will be replenished. It's literally like the universe coming in to replenish you, because the people you've been involved with have not been able to do that, which is really sad. And I also feel like you haven't been positively affirmed either, for your accomplishments and for the things that you do. So you just been giving a lot to ungrateful people, is what it seems like, or people that don't tell you thank you, that don't appreciate you. It's really time for you to pull back and start to appreciate yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. So we just got done with water. Let me know where we should go. Are we doing fire, air, or earth? Let me know. Gemini. Okay, so we going to air. I'm cool with that. They took out Charlie today. Who's Charlie? Let's get it. What are you talking about? Fill me in. Fill me in. All right, Gemini, your timestamp is going to be 39:30. Gemini, 39:30. Wait. Wait. That the Republican? Is that the Republican guy? That guy you talk about? The Republican guy? that be like, he has like a lot of outlandish beliefs, I guess. Y'all could let me know. Gemini, I have to change y'all timestamp to 40 minutes. Gemini, 40 minutes even. Oh, let's get it said. Yes. Hey, Nicholas Bennett. Gemini, what needs your focus and attention right now? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do more research on that, because the news has definitely been doing its thing this week. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just keep the reading going. What needs your focus and attention right now, Gemini? Okay, this is positive. So you like, you basically have some unexpected money coming in. Okay, you have some unexpected money coming in. So let's get some more information about this. Okay, so you got some money coming to you. All right, you have some financial blessings coming to you. So that's what you need to be focused on. Being grateful, expressing your gratitude, and thanking God in advance for this money. Okay, that you needed. You just didn't know when it was gonna come in, but it's coming. Okay, so take a second and thank God in advance. Thank the divine in advance. I know we all call God different, different names. So whatever God is for you, all right, go ahead and thank in advance. Okay, so yeah, so you have money coming in. You have celebration coming in, you have parties coming in. Like, this is really good. I feel like people are definitely going to be celebrating you. So like I said, you need to thank God in advance. And this is like a major milestone for you as well. So you may have had some like financial goals, and you were just kind of like aimlessly working, not really knowing when the blessing was going to come in. But yeah, this is definitely a milestone in which you will be celebrated by others, and you're going to be celebrated for your diligence. Okay, so you need to keep your head down and continue to keep working. Just because I told you that money is coming in doesn't mean that you could just sit back and get lazy because you feel like, oh, I did enough, so that's all that's required. It's like, no, you have to continue to keep it up. All right, so keep focusing on increasing your level of expertise, because I feel like this has to do with your own personal skills, talents, and abilities. So you have to continue to keep working on those. Stay committed, stay dedicated to your work, okay? And continue to keep producing high quality work as well. So this is all about you deciding to commit yourself and to get better. Okay, so focus on that. That should be your intention. Every time you sit down to focus on your work, your talents, your skills. Some of you all could be entrepreneurs or just creatives. It's like every time you sit down, your intention and your focus should be on getting better, producing even more high quality work. So this is good. This is really positive. So yeah, just be focused on the incoming blessings. You are definitely going to receive the praise. People are definitely going to be celebrating you. And you should also open yourself up to being willing to collaborate with others, because there's an aspect of community here where you will be working alongside other people to help you achieve these goals as well. Okay, so it's not just like a one man or a one woman army, a one man or a one woman show. Like, that's not what's going on. This is you actually receiving income from another person. And this is why relationships are important, and having relationships with the right people are important, because people can bring blessings and opportunity. So just understand, don't be arrogant or egotistical. Understand that you will be working with others. Okay. Somebody has to clear your direct deposits. All right, so just understand that it's not just solely on you. But what I will say is that once you enter into this community, once you start collaborating with other people and working with others, there's a huge emphasis on you continuing to advance in your position, or to continuing to get better at whatever skill that you are contributing towards the group, okay, or towards the team. So keep going. Okay, keep going. I also feel like there's an emphasis here on you becoming an expert. Okay, so the person that people come to when they have questions. So you need to prepare yourself to be able to answer those questions and to it seemed like you're being prepared for some like position of power or leadership. So this is why it's important for you to be able to answer those questions. You're being prepared for a very high position. So you need to show that you're capable of being in that position because it's very much going to be available to you. All right. So um let's see. Why weren't you paying attention? Hey Leonardo. So why weren't you paying attention? Because you weren't trying to be in the forefront. Okay, you were playing the back. That's what it was. That's what it was. So you all may have had some type of like insecurity, fear, or some type of anxiety associated with yourself. Others of you just don't want to be seen. It's like you didn't want to be seen, but I'm sorry, like you can't play the back anymore. Like that's you weren't paying attention to it because you had some type of like self-esteem or even a body image issue here as well, similar to I think Cancer. So this is kind of one of those things where it's not really time to sit there and to feel bad about yourself. You just have to get up, like I told Cancer, and make the changes that are necessary without being too emotional about it. But yeah, you weren't really paying attention to this, especially as it relates to like collaborating with other people, because you just didn't want to be seen, or you all may have not been. Because I just heard imposter syndrome. It's like you all may have not been willing to really go all in on what you're supposed to because you thought like, oh, people weren't gonna respect you. They weren't gonna respect your voice. You may have also felt like, oh, my talent or my skill, like what I can do is oversaturated. There's a lot of other people that are trying to do it too, so you were in some ways like playing the back, but I feel like spirit wants you to stop playing yourself short, stop selling yourself short, and to go all in. Like I just heard that song by Lil Wayne where he was like, I'm going in, and I go hard. Like, I just heard that song. So it's really time for you to like really put your foot on the gas, like gas pedal, no brakes, and understand that this is about your personal development and mastery. And you cannot hold yourself back because there's 10,000 or 10 million other people that's doing the same thing that you're doing. You need to become the best at it so that people come to you. Like you're being prepared for a high position and you cannot play the background. So if this what you want, then you're gonna be seen. Point blank period. Like do what you need to do to feel better about your image, your perception, or how other people see you. Why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? Uh you're going to learn more about yourself. Okay? You're going to learn more about yourself and who you are fundamentally. So you may have also believed that you were a particular way, or you thought your identity was a particular way, based off of your current circumstance and just based off of your current environment. So you may have felt like um, that you were, I'm just kind of picking up that like who you thought you are is not really who you are. Okay, that's just what I'm getting here. So I feel like through this opportunity or through this blessing, it's like you're really going to come face to face with who you are. It seems like your character is being tested, but your character is also being built. So I just feel like you're going to see yourself eventually as more than what you have saw yourself as in the past. So it's very similar to, I guess it was Scorpio's reading here. Yeah, but you're going to learn more about yourself, okay, which is really great. I feel like in this energy, you're going to just develop even more wisdom based off of your experience in life. And this is something that you can teach other people as well. So yeah, you're going to learn more about yourself, which is it's important. Like, and as long as you know you, then nobody can really tell you who you are. I feel like when you know who you are as a person, you feel more like confident to go out in the world and to accomplish things. And I also feel like you're going to be more willing to like go with the flow as opposed to like going against the current, and just experiencing just uneasiness in your life. It just seems like your life is going to move a bit more smoother now because you know yourself. You know what you should be doing. You know the types of people you should be around, the environments you should be around, the communities that you should be a part of. You even know what to personally do for yourself. So I just feel like this is all about your personal development and just becoming a better person. Yeah. Yeah, like, and this is important for you as well because, yeah, I just feel like it will help you to regain your sense of faith in other people or in community. So that's also similar to Cancer. I feel like you've felt very disconnected from others. It's even leaned into the realm of feeling isolation, depression, and even loneliness and withdrawal. So I definitely can pick up that you've been feeling empty emotionally, and I also feel like your creativity has felt blocked as well. So, this is important for you because it's like you're going to regain a sense of feeling again as it relates to yourself, getting to know this new and improved version of who you are, like who you always were. But it just is what it is sometimes in life. Like our circumstances and the environments that we are a part of can definitely shape uh, um I wanted to say like the narrative that you have for yourself, for your life, for who you are as a person. It could definitely shape that. But I feel like spirit wants you to really like break out of the mold. Okay. So yeah, it's important for you. And I also feel like you're a creative person as well. So it's like the more that you lean into like just focusing more on your expertise, focusing more on dedicating yourself to your craft, like feeling confident enough to like put yourself out there instead of playing the back, is gonna help you to like be more in touch with life again, and also more in touch with what it is that you're doing for work. So I just think this is all also about you maintaining a very strong emotional connection to what it is that you're doing. So you kind of have to like connect everything and make it make sense for you instead of things being like disorganized or compartmentalized. Like you have to make this whole entire thing make sense. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. I feel like this is even you getting back in touch with your intentions, getting back in touch with that, and also you not limiting or hindering yourself as well. So I think it has to do with like putting yourself out there and being seen, even potentially being judged or criticized harshly. So I think in some ways you've been holding yourself back. But with this money that's coming in, and it being attached to your skills and your talents and your ability to get better and to produce better work, is like you kind of have to be okay with like you not really limiting the divine or what the divine wants to do in your life. Okay, so I'm just telling you that right now. Like you have to be open to where it's gonna go. You have to be open to the potential, or where it could potentially, yeah, where it could be in the future. It's like you have to be open to that. You have to be open to things being limitless, because what I just heard is like the sky is the limit. So yeah, stop, what do I want to say, limiting yourself. Or I feel like even what the divine can do for you, because I just feel like you're going to be very shocked and surprised, but it's going to help you maintain this emotional connection to yourself, to others, and also to your work. Did somebody ask if I was Egyptian? They must have saw my tattoo. They must have saw my tattoo. Yeah, so what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Basically what I said already, wisdom, and also you allowing yourself to go deeper. That's getting to know yourself even more, or even getting to know your craft even more. Okay, so I just feel like it's time for you to go deeper, to stop keeping yourself held back, or to stop keeping yourself at the surface level. Now is really time for you to, like I said, go in. Like, so yeah, stop holding yourself back. It's more for you to experience. And I mean, it's money coming in. So what's that's telling me is that like is limitless, financial blessings and opportunities here. So you need to get over what it is, whatever it is that you can't get over and get past. Okay, because you got money to make, and it requires for you to show up. Like, show up. Some of you might not even want to be the face of your business. It's like, sorry to tell you, is you. Like nobody else can represent you and what you know how to do better than yourself. So yeah. I just thought about Rihanna when I said the face of your business. Like Rihanna is literally the face of all of her businesses. So you gotta have that mindset and thinking and establish a sense of ownership. All right, let's move on, Gemini. Let's move on to next up. We do have Libra. Okay, Libra, your timestamp is going to be 55:30. Libra, I hope you all are doing well, and I hope the messages are making sense. I haven't read tarot since last week. And I know I was supposed to come on here Monday, but sis was tired. And then Tuesday the power went out. So here I am on Wednesday. Hey Laverne, I did not do the fire signs yet, but I can do the fire signs after I'm done with air. And I can start with Aries. All right, Libra, I'm going to change your timestamp to 56 minutes even. Libra. Okay, so Libra, what needs your focus and attention right now? Oh, okay. Libra, what needs your attention right now? Okay, Libra, you have some important choices and decisions to make. Okay, you have some very important decisions and choices to make that are definitely going to help your financial situation very positively. Let me get some more information about this. And some of you all, and this is a bit specific, some of you could definitely be involved in some type of like court case or something that has to do with inheritance. This could even be like child support. This could be alimony. If you all have gotten into like a car accident or something like that, it's like, and you're expecting a payout, it's like that should be your main focus as well. But yeah, if we're just taking it back and looking at it in general, there's definitely some choices and decisions that you need to make. I feel like this could also be regarding another person as well. So I just keep hearing, make your next move your best move. Let's get some more information about this. Yeah, then we got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here as well. So I feel like what needs your focus and attention is like you need to be definitely focusing on relationships that actually are similar to Cancer. It's like everything is similar to Cancer. It's like focusing on relationships and partnerships that actually do support you. Like they actually do support you. And I feel like this has to do with your finances or your material stability. Some of you could also be choosing between like partners. It's like you're choosing between partners. Or you're choosing, it's like you're, I mean, I'm not mad because you're in the energy of choosing right now. That means that you have some options and you have some opportunities, but I think that you need to be focused on not the superficial. I feel like you need to be focused on things that actually really do matter. So for example, like let's say that you were courting right now, you were just dating, like you're in the dating phase of your life, like you're just meeting different people. I feel like spirit would be saying in this case, it's like you need to choose the person that actually really does enrich your soul. Don't just choose the person that is looking good on the outside, or, you know, the person that wants to make the grandest gestures to make you feel some type of way. It's like you need to be focused on the person that is actually willing to help you change your life or help you create some type of stability or structure to your life. That's what you need to be focused on. So if you have a choice between partners, a choice between lovers, it's like choose the person that you know is going to be beneficial for your future. I feel like Spirit wants you to think ahead. Like, stop thinking about what's going on right now, because oftentimes people can just look at a circumstance or situation and judge it inaccurately because that's just what's going on right now. You need to be focused on your future. So if anything, you need to be linking up with people that can actually help you grow and can help your life progress in a positive direction, or people that are more in alignment with your purpose, because they can actually help you down the line, as opposed to like just unnecessary and meaningless connections with people that are just going to continue to drain you, okay, and not provide or reciprocate in return. So yeah, you need to focus on relationships that actually will help, yeah. I just feel like you all definitely could be dealing, even some of y'all could be dealing with some type of court case that's here as well that needs your attention. But for others, I really do think this has to do with like your agreements and even your verbal agreements, because those can definitely be binding contracts as well. So if you're going to say yes to anybody or to anything, then you need to say yes to the thing that you know is going to be long term. Like, don't just say yes to something because it's shining and it's glittery and it's gold right in front of your face. Okay. So you really need to look for substance. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say here. You need to look for substance, and you need to agree to connections or agree to partnerships. This could even be for business. This could be a contract or a negotiation. It's like you need to only be focused on contracts that are going to support you down the line, to support your growth, to support your material stability. That's what you really need to be focused on. So yeah, if it's a court case like alimony, child support, yeah, definitely make sure that you are um, looking at the details. Make sure that you are getting your needs met, that you're not being left with like the short end of the stick. You really need to advocate for yourself and what you need, like, and what your expectations are. That's what I'm seeing here as well. To make sure that you're not losing. Okay, to make sure that you're not losing. It's not about manipulating the situation to come out on top, but I just feel like it's about being fair, and it has nothing to do with emotions. I really feel like this is all about logic. So any choices or decisions that you make need to be choices and decisions that are made from an emotionally neutral place, from an impartial place. Um, it needs to be a decision that is true, something that is um, just honest, and you just need to go about this in a very integritous way. Like I said, it's not about you trying to make sure that you come out on top, but it's just about you making sure that you get what is fair and what is owed to you. Okay, so that's what I see. So what I'm seeing here is like, don't be greedy. Like, that's also another message that came up. It's like, don't be greedy. Like, just go after what is rightfully yours. That's what you need to be focused on. So yeah, I'm just picking up court case, money. I also heard investments, inheritance, child support, alimony. Yeah. But if this has to do with like business as well, it's like you need to choose the best option for you. And don't just choose something because it's glittery on the surface. Like, I just think it's time for you to go a bit deeper and to explore and to actually research and to analyze and to make sure that whatever you are agreeing to is what is best for you. So yeah, I'm just picking it up with like suitors, or some of you could be like I said, in the courting or dating phase of your life. Others of you is like, I mean, depending on what your traditions are or what your culture is like you all could be like you could be in like an arranged marriage type of situation as well, where it's like you have multiple suitors, or and it's like you have to choose which one that you're literally going to get married to. So it could be like that type of situation as well, where it may seem as like someone else is, you know, making the choice and decision for you. And I feel like this is important for you to advocate for what your needs are, like, to make sure that you're, like I said, not coming out with the short end of the stick. So why is this important? Why is this important? Wait, I'm sorry, that's not even a question. Like, why weren't you paying attention to this? Because I feel like you were always like sacrificing what your needs are just to please someone else. And that's definitely very common here with Libras. Libras tend to be people pleasers. They just do because they want to ensure that they are being quote unquote diplomatic and just trying to be neutral and impartial. But you can't do that with yourself. Like it's time for you to choose what is the best option for you. So that's what needs your focus and attention. You need to choose the best option for you. That's what I see here. um or like I said, you need to ensure, like if this is a court case, you need to ensure that your needs are being advocated, um, so that you can receive what is rightfully yours. But yeah, you're too used to like sacrificing yourself for other people or sacrificing what you want or what you need and what you desire for other people. And it's like you need to stop doing that. I feel like spirit really wants you to like really truly like put yourself first instead of playing yourself, less than or feeling like you don't deserve it. Stop. Like it's like stop doing that. Like you've just been self-sacrificing to the point of even becoming a martyr for other people's wants and needs. Like, and I don't like that. Because I always tell y'all on this channel, it's like you don't need to die on the cross for anybody. Okay, so if you need to go sue somebody for some money that they owe you, go do it. Like if you need to you know choose a partner, and let's say you in an arranged marriage situation, you need to choose the person that you want. Okay, the person that you can go the distance with. That's what you need to do. Or even if this is you personally choosing between partners or lovers, like choose the person that you can go the distance with and stop sacrificing yourself and what you want to please other people or just for another person. Like just stop doing that. Like we're not doing that anymore in 2025. Okay. So why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? Why is this important? Because you're first and foremost is like you're mad. Okay? You're mad because you have given up your autonomy and free will of choice to the point that other people at this point don't really respect you. Other people feel like they have to make decisions for you or they have to control you because you have just been a martyr and you've been allowing other people to step on you. You've been allowing people to force your hand, to make decisions for you, to tell you what to do. And it's like now you're mad. Now you're pissed. And it's like the only person you could really blame, Libra, is yourself. That's the only person that you can really blame. So yeah, this is why it's important. If you don't step up, you're going to essentially be allowing other people and their agendas to take precedence over what you truly want, need, and desire in your life. And I don't understand why you would be doing that. So yeah, it just seems like even now there's like two different masculine energies that are showing up around you, and it's like these are energies that are dishonest. These are energies that are controlling, oppressive. um they're just energies that are just forceful and domineering, and it just puts you in a very like powerless position in which you feel like you can't really speak up. So in a way it's like you have allowed other people to speak for you, or you have allowed, like I said, other people to make your decisions, and that really doesn't put you in an empowered place. So now it's like, people are not respecting you. They're not respecting what you want and need. And they actually don't even care. Okay? They actually don't even care. And I mean, that's sad to say, but this is why it's important for you, because you really need to like affirm yourself and let these other overbearing and controlling people know that you have your own mind. Okay? You have your own mind, and you're not willing to die on a cross or to be a martyr for them anymore. So yeah, I see like two separate masculine energies here. This could be a father figure, this could be a friend, this could be a brother, but I'm just getting here that it's just like energies that are trying to control you and tell you what to do. And it's like if you're angry and upset because people are trying to control you, then maybe you need to stand up and affirm who you are and affirm that it's your life and you can make the best choices that you need to make for yourself. But within that breath, you actually have to do it. You actually have to do it. Because it's like you've been giving your power away. Like, all right, Libra. What positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Hey, Joseph. I don't know if I've said hi. I don't know if I've said hi. And Mahama Dreza and F Zone. Hi. Ooh. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Forgiveness. Forgiveness is like, I feel like this is more so like, yeah, I feel like you will be able to forgive other people because you're going to see the ways in which you have given your power away to make other people feel like they can kind of like tread on you. So you're going to see that. So you're going to forgive other people. But I feel like most importantly, you're going to forgive yourself for, like I said, allowing yourself to like forego what you actually truly want, just to please somebody else or just to fit in, or maybe you even choosing partners that are less than just to keep up with appearances. You know, it's time for you to make choices that are actually in alignment with what you want, like that are actually in alignment with, let's say, the truth of who you are. It's time for you to actually do that. So more so than like other people giving you justice, it's time for you to give justice to yourself. So I hope that makes sense, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on. But y'all, I'm going to mute this video really quick, and I'm going to turn the camera off so I could go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm back, but yeah, Libra, is definitely important for you to stand up. Okay, it's important for you to be strong, be bold, be confident, and to know what it is that you want. Like, it's really time for you to think about the big picture. It's time for you to even develop a new vision for yourself and for your life, you know. And the first thing you can do, well, the first step is like by creating a vision board. I think a vision board is nice. Okay, if you all have a vision board, go ahead and put some sevens in the chat. But yeah, like a vision board is definitely nice when you need to, you know, just be inspired. Okay, when you need to be inspired. So yeah, you need to step into a position of leadership, because I just feel like it's too many people that are trying to impose their will upon you, and it's not right. It's not right. So now it's up to you to make better decisions, okay? Because I just keep hearing spirit say, like, make your next move your best move. Thank you, F Zone. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, your timestamp is going to be 113. Actually, it's going to be 114, so I can get something to drink really quick. It's going to be 114 for Aquarius. Okay, so y'all talking about the Orishas. Let's Get It said they connect with Ogun. Cha-Cha said that's how she feel about Oya. Tell me, okay? Tell me. Since y'all know my personality and you know me, which Orisha, like, which Orisha do you feel like identifies more with me as a person? Okay. It's funny as hell because in my head I heard Shango. I was like, Cha said I'm going quick today. Okay, let me change the timestamp. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm gonna change it to 1:15. Aquarius. Cha said I'm moving fast today. Look. You said these comments are blocking your face. It's just how it looks like, but you know, if you look at it on your computer, it'll be a different view. See? Then I told you, Shango. Cha also said Oshun. Exactly, right? Exactly. All right, Aquarius. What needs your focus and attention right now? Ooh, Aquarius. You're definitely about to be gifted with something beautiful. So you also have an incoming blessing here as well. But I want to see, because I jumped to conclusions and I said it's for you, but this could also be, you know, you giving a gift to someone else as well. So let's just see. Let's see, because that's what I was kind of picking up. Like, who is this person? Okay, so I feel like you're expecting some type of like material or tangible gift from someone. Okay, I feel like you're expecting it. With the King of Pentacles here, it could be potentially marriage. So the Aquarius is in the chat, in the collective. It seemed like you're on the trajectory towards that right now. Okay, the rest of us single folks, we on a different timeline. Okay, but it seems like you're expecting like a proposal. You're expecting an engagement. Some of y'all could even be expecting some type of like birthday present or something, and it's like there's a lot of like fear and anxiety that is like surrounding it. Yeah, I think you need to relax. I think you need to relax. This, I feel like this has to do with marriage. Yeah, I think you need to relax because yeah, it has to do with marriage. I think y'all need to relax on this. I feel like some of you all could definitely be focusing on moving house or like building a home as well, because I see the 4 of Wands. um I think you're experiencing like some fear and anxiety as it relates to what is being given to you, because you're expecting something great, but you don't want to get your hopes up, and you don't want it to, you don't want to not be satisfied. I feel like your satisfaction is very important, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Like, it is important, but you're kind of like questioning the success of something, like you're questioning it. So for example, if this was someone that was like that you expected was going to like propose to you, is it's not to say that this person is not going to do it, but I feel like you're expecting the way in which it is going to be like received, or you're expecting like how it's going to happen. So what I would just say is like hope for the best, but don't allow your expectations and even unrealistic expectations to like put you in a state of anxiety. Okay, so I'm look, if you want to be the Lulu, that's on you. But I would just say like be as realistic as possible and also be grateful. So I feel like you're expecting something to be delivered to you in a particular way, and you're putting a lot of like emphasis and thought into that. But I'm not saying that what you're going to receive is less than. I feel like you're still going to be happy with what it is, but I think your expectations might be a bit too like unrealistic as it relates to that. But yeah, you need to be focused more so on like your mental health, because I just think you're worrying too much about this. I feel like Spirit just wants you to like relax because it's going to turn out successful regardless of the way in which you receive it or the way it happens or whatever it is. It's like you're still going to like it. You know, you're still going to like it. You're still going to be happy with it. I'm picking up here that there's a masculine energy that's around you. So it's like this person want to propose to you. This person want to do something for you. It's like you're still going to be happy with it. Like you really still are. Like it's like this person is giving this thing to you because they feel like you deserve it. Like they want to recognize you. They want to praise you. So why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? I just feel like you deserve it because it's like you're just an honest person. You're very straightforward. Like this person trusts you. Like wherever this gift is coming from, but I'm picking up it's coming from like a masculine energy. It's like this person trusts you. They love how like integritous you are. You're someone who's very accountable. Like you have no issues with like talking about your shortcomings or your weaknesses or things that challenge you. You have no issues with you just being focused on just doing your best. And it's like if something doesn't work out, you're not just going to gloss over it. You're going to deal with it. You're going to figure out what you didn't do correctly and you're going to do better the next time. So I just pick up that you're also a leader in your own right as well. So yeah, like you're definitely being celebrated for always consistently like doing the right thing. You're being celebrated for being fair. And I feel like you also bring a sort of balance into this person's life as well. So it's like you're very supportive to this individual. So you need to stop stressing out about what you're being given. Because I really think that you're going to be okay with it anyway. And yeah, we have another marriage card here as well. So I think some of you all are expecting to be like proposed to, but you're just kind of like, but how are they going to do it? Are they going to invite my friends and family? Are they going to, take me to a nice restaurant? Are they going to, take me on vacation and propose? Like, it's just something like that. And it's just like, look, you're going to get proposed to, so be happy. Okay? Be happy. And stop stressing out about how it's going to happen. That's just an example of what I'm seeing here. Okay. That's literally just an example. But I just feel like you might have like unrealistic expectations and it's causing you some worry and anxiety. And it's like, just understand that like you're going to be provided for. It just may not be the way you thought it would be. And sometimes people experience these issues when they're too focused on like social media or like societal standards. It's like, don't be focused on doing things for the gram, or don't be focused on things having to happen in a certain way just so that other people will approve. It's like you're still going to be celebrated regardless. Like you're still going to have what you want. You're still going to get what you need. Like you're still going to. So just be realistic with your approach to this. But yeah, stop stressing out. Just stop stressing out about this. Yeah, like, and you weren't really paying too much attention to this because you were just, your thoughts were distracting. I'm just telling you that right now. Like a lot of your worries are very distracting, and similar to another sign, it's just a lot of like spiraling thoughts of negativity. And in some ways, it's definitely made you see yourself differently. I just feel like when you look at yourself in a mirror, it's like you just feel you've just been feeling like not like yourself because these thoughts have just continued to keep swirling around in your head. For some reason, you feel like things are going to fail. So if this is you taking your relationship to the next level, it's like you've been focusing too much on pending doom. Like you've been focusing too much on things not working out the way that you would like it to. And I just feel like that's changing. It's changing who you are. Like you're starting to expect the worst. It's like Murphy's Law, like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So it's like you're starting to become very like negative when you actually don't have to, and things are working out quite well for you. So yeah. Why weren't you paying attention? Well, you were in your head, okay? You're in your head. It was hard for you to pay attention to the bright side. It was hard for you to be optimistic because you just weren't. Like, you just weren't. But I'm not going to be judgmental or make it seem like what you're going through is not a lot. I really do feel like just your thoughts and a lot of these things that are happening could definitely be based off of like PTSD of what you've experienced before and things failing before. But I just feel like you need to understand that right now you're at a good place. So anything that you receive is going to be good and it's going to be exactly what it is that you need. So keep your expectations, but just don't try to be too like unrealistic with them. Because you still want to be grateful for the fact that you are receiving this, because other people are not. Okay, other people are not receiving what it is that you're receiving. So just be grateful, because it could be worse. Okay, it could be worse. So yeah, why is this focus important for your growth and alignment right now? Hey T. Why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? I feel like this is all about you like understanding like patience, and it's not even necessarily like you being patient. I just feel like it's the process, it's the waiting process. You know, it's like, how are you gonna wait? Are you gonna wait with, you know, positive expectation, or are you gonna sit here and be anxious and be worried and just have these obsessive and ruminating thoughts like that are spiraling and get you nowhere? You know, just thoughts that continue to exhaust you, and it might even put you in a state of like just self-victimization of feeling like, oh, positive things are just not happening for me. It's like positive things are happening for you. It just may not be exactly what you think it should be, but it still is what you need. I keep saying that. But yeah, I think it's just important for you to understand like how to wait. Okay. So it's like you're either gonna wait, like I said, with positivity, um, or you're gonna wait and it's just gonna be negative and painstakingly slow. So yeah, I think this is why it's important for you. Like, so yeah, like that's why I said it's like you're expecting something to come in for you, and it is. Um, I don't know, Aquarius. Like, I feel like I always say this for your readings. It's like things are always working out positively for you. Like, things are really always working out. Like, they really always do. But it's like, it's really you. Like, it's really you. And it's just like, you know, in this process of waiting, it's going to be important for you to not be like hypercritical. It's going to be important for you to not be like, you know, bitter or to hold on to bitterness from the past. Like, it's going to be important for you to like just be a bit more like softer with what you're being given. Because I think it's a lot of pressure to give you things anyway, because you could criticize it or you could look at it and just be like, yeah, it's not really for me. Like, you could do that. So I just think you need to be a bit more like inviting and open and just a bit more like softer, as it relates to your energy, you know, revolving this incoming gift or this incoming blessing, from another person. So you just got to soften it up a bit. Okay. That's all I'm saying here. So I really feel like this is going to help you like just wait with more positive expectancy, as opposed to like thinking that the other shoe is going to drop or that things are going to fail. But I do understand this because you've experienced this before in the past. And that's probably why it's like you don't really want to expect things from other people anyway, because you've experienced being disappointed or you've experienced being let down. So it's kind of become a part of you and it's a part of your identity. Um, but I really want to tell you, like, it's nothing to worry about. But at the end of the day, it's you. And it's easier said than done. All right. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? What positive shift? Yeah, we have wonders. We have wonders. I love that for you. So, like I said, I feel like you're going to be like pleasantly surprised with what it is that you do get. So, just don't, similar, I feel like it's similar to another sign. Is like, don't put any limits on this. Like, and don't think that it has to be delivered to you in a certain or particular way. And if it's not that way, then it's going to be problematic for you. Like, you know, or just don't. Like, just don't be a bi about it. Just be open and receptive to what you receive and the way that you receive it. Because like I said, it's really going to turn out positive for you. It's not going to end like other things have ended in your life, and, you know, failure, ruin, and despair. You know, it's not going to end like that. And you all may have experienced some relationship trauma here as well. So I get it. But I want you to know that, like, particularly in this situation, it's not going to end up like this for you. But I just keep getting this specific message heavily that, like, this has to do with like marriage, building a home, or even moving in with a partner. Like, that's what I'm seeing here. Because it's a lot of cards that have to do with like stability. So I feel like Spirit just wants you to like compromise. Like, I'm not saying that you can't have your high standards and expectations, but just be a little more like flexible. Just, you know, to give space and to make room. Okay. Because it's actually a lot of pressure. For anyone that's dealing with you, it's a lot of pressure. So you got to take it easy and have some grace. Okay. So get into your Queen of Cups energy, just being a bit more like compassionate, a bit more empathetic, just a bit more graceful, and also exhibiting mercy as well. So, you know, you being your Judge Judy energy, it's time for you to pull it back a little bit. Cause like I said, it's a lot of pressure. So if you like make space and make room, then you will definitely be pleasantly surprised at like how happy that you will become because you decided to do that. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to go ahead and put some hearts in the chat for the moderators. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Just thanking the moderators for everything that you all do. So y'all see them hearts coming up in the chat right now. That is definitely me. So definitely make sure that you all show some love to the mods. The mod squad. And we're gonna move on. All right, y'all. So are we doing, oh yeah, we're doing fire next, and we're starting with Aries. Aries, your timestamp is going to be 1:32:30. All right, Aries. All right, Aries, what needs your focus and attention right now? What needs your focus and attention right now? Let's see what this has to do with. What needs your focus and attention? Let me get some tarot so I can hash this out. Oh, okay. This is nice. This is nice. Okay, so Aries, you should be focusing right now on incoming communications. Okay, you should be focusing on incoming communications. So you definitely want to make sure that you are cleaning out your inboxes. You want to make sure that you're checking the mail. Because there could be some like correspondence that's very important for you to follow up on. So make sure you're doing that. You check the mail. Okay, you check the mail, especially if you live with other people. Make sure you're checking the mail. Make sure you're cleaning out your inboxes, and you're also looking in your spam folder as well, because I feel like there's an important message coming in for you. And it could get it could get lost, or it could even be delayed because you were supposed to follow up on that thing immediately, but you didn't because you didn't see it on time. So you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention to any incoming communications, because it seems like you have something very positive coming to you. It seems like you all are either collaborating with others, especially if you're like an entrepreneur, you're creative, like you're doing your own thing, you're collaborating with others. For the rest of you all, you could be promoted. There could also be someone that is wanting to like invest in you, or someone that wants to give you some type of like material help and support. You all could also be receiving like a check in the mail, or even some type of like, because what I heard was like an invoice, but yeah, like an invoice. So it seems like someone following up on an invoice that you sent out. So I'm just feeling like there's some type of money or something material on the way. And this could even be support. And this is like from someone that can actually help you, like someone who can take your career to the next level, or your financial stability to the next level. So you want to make sure that you're not ignoring it, because I feel like you all have just kind of similar to Cancers, like you all have been in like your lone wolf energy as well. You've really been like withdrawn, just kind of focusing on yourself, learning more about yourself, just being a bit too recluse. Okay, so you have to understand that when you're in that energy, you could be like ignoring important communications that are coming in, or just distracted because you're like in your head focusing on something else. But it seems like there's some type of money opportunity that is on the way for you, or even a promotion. So yeah, you definitely need to be focused on your communications. I keep saying that. Like, I don't see the Eight of Wands energy here, but it's just making me think that this could even be text, or even people reaching out to you on social media. So you want to check all of your mailboxes, because there could be an important opportunity coming in for you, from someone that can actually take your career or take your financial stability to the next level. So that's what you need to be focused on right now. Like, so I would say make sure you're checking your mail every day, and you're also checking your email so that you can stay on top of this. Hey, beautiful soul. We're on Aries. Hey, Charlene. Yeah, I feel like this has to do with your work as well. I feel like you've kind of just been doing things on your own for a long time, and it's definitely been very like stressful, okay? Because you've literally been trying to like tend to everything. And I get it, because it's all on you. So you've definitely been very alone. Um, you've had a lot of responsibility on your back, and it's just been, as it relates to your finances, you've just been experiencing financial strain. So yeah, you should definitely be paying attention to the mail, because there could be some money coming in, like I said, or someone could be offering you a job, or someone could even be wanting to invest in your business. That's definitely going to take a lot of the strain and the burden off of you. So you definitely need to be focusing on this, okay? For sure. Like, for sure. It's definitely going to take a lot of like stress and worry off of you, because it's like you're reaching your breaking point as it relates to your financial situation right now. It's like you definitely are. And you're also reaching your breaking point as it relates to like people not like reciprocating and actually wanting to give back in return. And this is probably why you've kind of just, because what I just heard was like F people. This is probably why you really just turned your back on collaborating with others, or maybe applying for grants or funding. It's like, this why you turn your back on it, because it's like you just were not being supported. Like, people just weren't seeing your value, they weren't seeing your worth, and actually wanting to be willing to like give in return. So you're definitely going to be experiencing some generosity. So just like I said, I keep telling you, make sure you pay attention to your incoming communications. I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Yeah, so why weren't you paying attention to this? You were a bit too caught up with your daily life, and I feel like your daily life is hard. Your daily life is stressful. It's actually quite challenging. Like, you're doing a lot of things on your own, and you're not receiving help in return. So that in itself was making you upset. Like I kept saying, like, well, I didn't keep saying it, but it's like just the energy. Because in my head, I kept hearing F people, F people. Like, so it's like you don't really have too much like trust and faith in people. And because you are definitely someone that has like worth and value, it's like you're also being exploited. So it's like your creativity, your skills, your abilities, like it was being exploited. So you just kind of gave up. Okay, you gave up on collaborating with others. You gave up on, you know, like I said, applying for grants, applying for funding. It's like you gave up on trying to, in some ways, I feel like, convince people that you are worthy or you have something of value. It's like you're just tired of doing that. So at a certain point in time, you was just like, okay, well, if I have to be the person that makes change in my life, and it is what it is, I'm gonna just do what I have to do. But the fact is like you're not supposed to be going about this thing alone. I just think it's a cycle, and I just think it's a phase. But it's like that cycle and phase is ending. So yeah, it's like you weren't really focusing on just other people and them being able to like contribute to your life, because it just was never going that way. Like it was never going that way. And you also have been exploited as well. So yeah, you're definitely focusing more on your anger, and it wasn't really making room for what I want to say is like good to actually come into your life. So I'm just kind of picking up on that hangman energy, which you're just kind of understanding that like I have to surrender my mistrust or distrusting people. Okay, I have to surrender that um, in order to actually be able to have meaningful connections with people, or to develop enriching connections with people. So y'all need to go back to Cancer and watch that. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. But yeah, you weren't paying attention to it because you were more so focused on your anger and why things were not necessarily working out, or feeling like limited, or yeah. I just keep hearing like anywhere but here. So I get it. It's just it was your life. It's your life. It's your experience. It's what's actually going on. So I'm not trying to invalidate that for you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to invalidate it for you, but it's just like your emotions and how you feel and think about your life circumstance and situation is like, that's very distracting. I feel like you have to be a bit more like emotionally neutral, and not allowing yourself to like go through those like extreme highs and lows. I didn't see temperance, but I'm kind of picking up that you were in the temperance in reverse energy. Like your emotional health is kind of all over the place, and you're continuously going back and forth and experiencing like moodiness. Some of you all could even be experiencing bipolar disorder. Okay, so you know, how people be like, I'm not gonna diagnose anybody. It's just like, look, I was a psychiatric social worker. Like I've worked with so many people with so many different diagnoses. Like at a certain point in time, it's not hard to talk to somebody or get to know them and see what they're dealing with. Even if you are not a psychiatrist and can diagnose them and prescribe them medications, it's really not that hard or challenging. All right. So why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? Why is this focus? Why is this important? Yeah, it's important for you because just in your life in general, it's just been lacking progress and it's been lacking growth. But I feel like that's something that you already know. Okay. I just think it's your anger and your focus on your anger and your emotions that's holding you back. And it's not really clearing up space and room for you to like accept the new energy that's coming in. Um, yeah, and I also feel like you don't really have too much faith in people like actually wanting to help you get to the next level, or people being able to like acknowledge your potential. And here we go again. Like I said, okay, like I said, um, it's difficult to realize the potential of other people, but I feel like you want people to take a chance on you, and you wanted people to bet on you, to take a risk on you, and they just haven't. Okay, they just have not. So you just was like, okay, well, F it. People don't want to take a risk on me. I'm gonna just go about this myself. So you just are doing what you feel like is necessary, but like it is burning you out. It really is. It's burning you out. So that's why I feel like this help is coming in for you. But yeah, it's important for you to focus on this, because it's like you really have to um, just make way for like I said, more growth and more abundance to come into your life. Okay, you need to make way for that, because I mean, it just is what it is. It's like at a certain point in time, it's like your life isn't even, it's not like it's even stuck or stagnant. It's literally regressing and going backwards. It really is. But I just feel like you all need help and you need support. So whatever it is that you are working on, it's like it's gonna take more than one person. And if the help and support hasn't been here, then you're just doing the best with what you have. So just don't feel too bad about this reading. Don't feel like I'm trying to get on you. Just don't feel like that, because what I just heard is like a prisoner of circumstance. And it just happens sometimes in life. It just does. Like, yeah, I just feel like spirit wants you to just be completely open. Like, just don't block yourself off. I feel like if someone wants to do something nice and kind for you, or someone wants to be generous, or if someone wants to help you because they see your potential, just allow them to. Okay, allow them to. You're so used to doing everything on your own, it's very hard for you to like delegate tasks to others or to be okay with receiving. But yeah, I just feel like it's time for you to receive, because you've always been in a position of giving to others and not getting anything back in return. So it just seems like um, your blessing isn't going to come in the way in which you thought it was, or it's not going to come from the people that you thought it would come from, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because this blessing that's coming in for you, um, this communication that's coming in for you is coming from someone who actually can change and transform your life. Okay, so you just have to forgive the people that surround you. They're just doing the best that they can with what they know and what they have. So it's just kind of like it is what it is, that type of thing. But yeah, you will be provided for in return. It's just not going to come from the person you thought it was going to come from. All right, so what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? What positive shift will happen? Let me get some clarification on this so we can see what it is. Okay, yeah, opportunity. Okay, opportunity is coming. But I kind of picked that up anyway in this incoming communications. So I just feel like it's like it's focused on your finances here. I think it's focused on material help. So I feel like this is somebody like offering you like a promotion, offering you a job, or even offering you some type of collaboration. And it's like you receiving some type of financial assistance here as well. So you definitely need to be focused here, as opposed to like on being upset and mad because, you know, your life is struggling, it's hard, it's challenging. Like, I get it. It's just your current life experience right now. So just pull yourself back and don't allow yourself to go back and forth with those like emotional highs and lows and extremes. So yeah, this is opportunity that's coming in for you. So yeah, pay attention to your communications, like I've said for the umpteenth time in your reading, Aries. Um, but yeah, you definitely have some opportunity coming in. And I just feel like it's you finally receiving what you deserve in return. And I just feel like for you, it's going to be a feeling of like vindication, of knowing that like, oh, finally, like, you know, it's just kind of like a moment of exhaling where you realize that like everything you did was worth it, even if you had to go along, you know, this path and journey like by yourself. Like, it's just a cycle and it's just a phase. So I'm just kind of picking up on a feeling of like vindication, of like knowing that everything was worth it, that everything that you did was worth it, and also understanding that like help is on the way. Because I'm definitely one of those types of people that feel like, you know, no one's gonna come along and save you. Like, that's how I feel. I be like, yeah, no one's gonna come along and save you. Like, you need to save yourself. But in this instance, it's like it seemed like you need some type of financial help and assistance, and it's coming in for you. Like, so in this case, it's like someone is coming in to save you, Aries. At least coming in to give you a lifeline. Let's go ahead and move on. I hope that made sense. All right. So we're going to move on to the next sign up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your timestamp is going to be 1:49:45. Hey, Jamie. I don't know what y'all talk about in the chat. It's a lot of different conversations going on, but I love it, okay? I love it. Because this is a fun, insightful, and also entertaining space. So I love that. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what needs your focus and attention right now? Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. Yeah, so Sagittarius, I feel like you all are a bit too like focused on other people's like perception of who you are. Like I feel like right now you actually could be going through a very tough and difficult time even as it relates to like your financial stability or just you feeling like stable and secure within yourself, like feeling confident, feeling like you're worthy, feeling like you're deserving. Okay, so there's definitely some issues going on here, but it's like you don't want other people to see that, you know. So it's kind of like you're experiencing a hard time but you're trying to cover it up because you want to continue to be seen a particular way. Like for instance, it's like if you were dealing with a difficult time emotionally or just with your mental health, it's like you will walk around like everything is fine because you don't want other people to know that you're dealing with issues, or you're dealing with problems or challenges. It's like you don't want other people to know that. I feel like you don't want to be seen as weak. But the fact of the matter is like you don't need to really be focusing on other people's perceptions of who you are. I feel like you all could be very social, just a part of like a very active and like social community here where your social standing matters, like your popularity matters. You could also be entertainers or stars. So it's like it matters. Like you feel like you always have to be at your best. Because if not, it's like there's other people who will gladly take your spot or other people who are willing to like backbite or willing to compete with you or willing to start conflicts and trying to, you know, bully you or be aggressive just so they can take what you have. um, but I feel like the best thing for you to do right now is to just take a step back and to stop focusing more so on how other people see you or what other people could potentially take from you, or you know, other people, you know, taking your spot. You know, like I just feel like you need to stop worrying about that and you need to pull back and focus on what is important. It's like if your mental and emotional health is not doing well, then focus on that. It's like if you are experiencing financial issues and you're in a financial bind, you need to focus on that because that is more important. That is more important than how other people think and feel about you. That is more important than your sense of popularity. Like that's actually more important. So, yeah. I think right now you need to focus on taking a step back from the social scene or even going out, being seen, trying to uphold this like image or this persona of who you are. And nobody is saying that that's not who you are. I'm not saying that you're being fake, but I definitely do feel like right now you're distracted and you're focused on the wrong things. You need to be focused more so on how you feel inside and not what other people perceive about you. So, that's just what I'm getting here. Yeah, I'm just kind of picking up on like Queen Bee vibes. And I'm not saying that you're a mean girl or a mean guy, but I just feel like you are in some type of position of power as it relates to like socially, or even amongst your friends, you could be the leader of the group, or even amongst your family, you could have a particular image or persona as it relates to your family, or you know, this is who you are. You know, you could even be the leader, the matriarch or the patriarch of your family. So there's just a lot of weight to your position. So I just think that more so than just trying to be honest with other people, it starts with you being honest with yourself. Okay. And if you need to take a step back to focus on yourself, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you're not going to remain at the top of your game, or, you know, your position is going to be challenged by another person. It's just like you need to step away and to focus on things that are actually important. It's just like, I don't know, it just kind of giving me like the image of like someone like going out and spending money that they don't have just to keep up appearances. It's like, stop doing that. It's like, if you know that you're in a financial bind, like, why go out and buy bottles? Like, why go out and try to be seen as that guy or that girl, him or her? It's like, we know you're him, we know you're her, we know you're that guy, we know you're that girl. Like, you don't have to break yourself to keep up with the crowd or to be seen in a particular way. Like, it's not even about you just being fake in front of other people. It's like you will be more so being fake in front of yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So yeah, I'm just feeling like you think that you have to consistently be in competition, or you just feel like you have to remain on top, or you can't be seen as weak or be seen as vulnerable. And it's like, this has nothing to do with that. Okay. You need to relax and stop worrying about the wrong things. I just keep hearing that. Just stop worrying about the wrong things. So why weren't you paying attention? Why weren't you paying attention? Well, let's just keep it real. I just feel like you have some issues with like being alone. And this is potentially why you're always trying to like be in the spotlight, or you're always trying to be seen, or you want to be known as that person. You want to maintain your sense of popularity or social standing. It's like you have issues with being alone. Like, and I feel like what needs your focus and attention right now is going to cause for you to be alone, because you have to get real with yourself. If you don't want other people to know that you have financial issues and problems, like, then actually work on your financial issues and problems. Work on it instead of trying to mask it, instead of trying to cover it up and put a bandage on it and make it look good. Like, because I just heard make it look sexy. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, I get it. Like, you want to be seen as that person, Sagittarius, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like you have to take a step back and do what's best for yourself. Like, if you have to work on your feelings or your lack thereof, your feelings or your lack thereof feelings as it relates to like your self-esteem or your self-worth, lack thereof, it's like you have to take a step back and focus on yourself. Like, you have to do it for yourself. Like, no one else is going to be able to enrich you and make you feel like you're deserving or that you're enough. Like, no one else is going to be able to do that for you. So I just think you could be depending on other people's perceptions of who they think you are. And it's like you need to be focused on who you know yourself to be. So yeah, you're just a bit too afraid to want to step away from the crowd and to be on your own. But it's like this phase or this cycle of your life, like, is going to cause for you to have to do things on your own. Like, the other people around you are not going to be able to do it for you. And there's only, because what I just heard was fake it till you make it. It's like fake it till you make it doesn't apply in every circumstance or situation. Like, you're only going to be able to get up to a certain point before people find out like what's actually really going on with you. So just step back and address the issue. All right, so let's see. Yeah, definitely make sure you're being careful. Let's get it. I know people do be tripping, like, so just make sure you're careful while you're on the road. Okay. Why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? You've just been trying to mask how you actually really truly feel. And it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if you know you're not feeling good about yourself, like emotionally, if you know your finances aren't doing too well, it's like it's going to end up coming out. And it's just kind of like when you bottle something up and you bottle up like even energy for too long, eventually it's gonna react like a volcano. Okay, eventually it's gonna become like that, like a volcano erupting, where it's like you can't really control what happens. You can't really control the energy, or you really can't control your emotions. So I feel like this is about you being honest with yourself. Some of you have been like holding back, like crying. Or tears. I'm kind of picking that up as well. It's like instead you've just been very angry about your circumstance and situation. And it's like it's up to you to be the change. Like it's up to you to make these changes, but you have to be honest with yourself. So I just feel like some of y'all could have been like holding back like tears or just emotions that need to be expressed or emotions that you actually really need to feel. Like so that's why it's important for you to take a step back and to actually address the issue in your life. But yeah, it could be different things for different people. For some of you, it could be straight up, okay, you're dealing with financial issues. Okay, back to reality. We poor ya bish. Okay, so you could be living beneath the poverty income line. Okay, you could be living beneath that line. So you actually need to address it. Like, what can you do to increase your finances instead of trying to mask it, cover it, put a bandage over it just because you want to keep up with other people's perception of you or keep up appearances, keep up with the Joneses. So yeah, it's definitely important for you to focus on this because you all have definitely been experiencing like some hopelessness and some despair and even a lack of faith as it relates to like your circumstance um, in life. And you all just don't want other people to see you like as less than or to see you as weak. And I feel like you're too focused, like I said, it's like you're too focused on your popularity or being seen in a particular light. I know I keep repeating that, but it's like that's the message here. It's like you're too focused on that when you should be pulling back and focusing on like how you actually feel. Like don't be focused on the smoke and mirrors and the illusions. Like you need to be focused on the reality of the situation. Let's get it. You want to say bottom line, don't cry. I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. Well, Sagittarius is going to be crying because I feel like there's a lot of bottled up and pent up emotions that really do need to come out. So yeah, I could definitely see Sagittarius just being like, you know what? Like, who am I pretending for? Who am I pretending for? Like, you really going to be crying. I'm trying to tell you, Sag. Like, I'm not trying to put it on you, but I just feel like at a certain point in time, you're just going to be like, why am I pretending? Like, who am I pretending for? Because stuff's still not going the way I want it to go in my life. So why not just deal with the issue? Yeah, I just feel like it's about you all just being vulnerable. And even if you don't want to share with everybody what's going on with you, it's like just be real with yourself, okay? Be real with yourself. But like I said, you can't really fake it for too long. At a certain point in time, it's going to be exposed. So it's not really much that you can do. Okay, what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? What positive shift? Yeah, you're going to be more willing to take risks. I feel like you're too afraid to like step outside of the mold or to be unconventional because it's like there's a part of you that feels like you have to kind of go along with the crowd. So there could be some groupthink going on here, or there could be some like unrealistic expectations that other people are putting on you to maintain a certain position. And it's just like you have to be real with yourself. It's like if you can't keep up, you cannot keep up. If you can't go out every weekend and buy drinks and pop bottles and do all of that stuff that people do every weekend when they celebrating, I don't know what they celebrating. Uh if you can't do it, then you can't do it. Like you just have to be very honest with yourself. You do, because you don't want to reach your breaking point as it relates to this. Because I definitely feel like you're very angry with your circumstance, but then you also don't want to separate yourself so that you can give yourself the time that you need without the distractions from others to work on what is actually important to you. So I don't know what you're intending on doing here, Sagittarius, but like I keep telling you, like you need to be okay with this next part of your journey, like being individualized. Okay? You need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with it because like I said, if not, then it really could potentially, I mean, I'm not projecting that it's going to be bad, but I just feel like you're going to end up dealing with like a negative or adverse reaction where you may just end up blowing up on everybody around you, and then people just going to be looking at you like, what's wrong? We thought your life was good. You come out every weekend, you buy drinks, you're being popular, you're being social, like, so what's wrong? So I'm just saying, I think it's best for you to just take a step back and to focus on you and your emotions. And don't listen to Let's Get It. He said, "Bad mind, don't cry." Okay, if you need to cry, just cry, because I just think you put a lot of like unrealistic expectations on yourself to keep up or to maintain a certain image that you cannot keep up with right now. So it's okay. It's okay. Like, if you address this, you're going to be more in an action-based position to actually just want to take risks because you have to solve the problem and it's on you to solve it. It's not on anybody else. So let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Hey, Monica. Let's Get It said, just let it out, Sagittarius. He said, but he's not doing it. Let's get it. Oh my God. You gonna say, let it out, Sagittarius, but I'm not doing it. Okay. Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. And if you all are in the chat, don't be afraid to chime in and to engage and participate. Don't be afraid to do that. Just like Monica said hi, y'all can say hi too. I'm cracking up. Cha-Cha, you had a cheeseburger and fries. That sounds good. All right, Leo. Your timestamp is going to be 2:07:30. Just so I can give myself a second to drink some water. Hey, Charlon. All right, Leo, let's go. Leo, what needs your focus and attention right now? All right. All right, Leo. This has to do with the relationship. Okay, so we ain't have no relationship messages until we got the Leo. So this definitely has to do with the relationship. It has to do with partnerships. And well, actually, I think Libra had to do with relationships as well. But let me get some information so we can see how this message differentiates. Okay, Libra. Why I say Libra? Sorry, y'all. Okay, Leo. I feel like what needs your focus and attention right now is I want to say it's you being hopeful and optimistic about your future. Okay, it's about you being hopeful and optimistic about your future. I feel like because we have despair, main female, and we have the Lovers. So I feel like right now you're a bit too caught up and focused on a relationship that did not work out. With main female energy, you may have felt like you were, you know, that bee or that ninja. Okay, you might have felt like you were that, and just even a bit upset because the other person that you were in a relationship with may not have honored you as that. Okay, and my whole thing is if you feel like you're him or you feel like you're her, okay, like I can't tell you who you are or who you're not. I cannot tell you that. So I just feel like you think it's a bit ridiculous or even a bit audacious that a relationship did not particularly work out well for you. But it's like, fortunate for you, there's better to come. Okay. Fortunately for you. But as far as within this relationship or within this connection, it's like the connection, in a sense, it just wasn't strong. It wasn't strong enough. And I just feel like whomever you were dealing with is like this person wasn't essentially taking the initiative and they could have been a bit lazy, okay, a bit boring. You know, someone who's very like stubborn, not really open to like hearing what your perspective is and actually respecting it. Even someone where it could have been very difficult to like communicate with them because they just had their own traditional way of going about things, maybe even going about relationships, going about this relationship, and they were unwilling to change. So, what needs your focus and attention is understanding that, like, the rest of your dating life does not have to be synonymous with your dating history. That better is next, okay? And the best is yet to come. So, that's what you need to be focused on is moving forward, um, dropping the disappointment or the feelings of being let down, the abandonment or the alienation, leaving all of that back in the past, and understanding that this relationship not working out does not necessarily mean that you are not him or that you are not her and that you don't deserve the best. It just wasn't going to come through this person. So yeah, like you all definitely are feeling very negative as it relates to your future. You could be feeling very hopeless and also just feeling like what you're wishing for isn't going to come true. But we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. So the Wheel of Fortune being in an upright is your silver lining and is letting you know that, you know, positive changes are definitely going to happen. And what happened to you was just a part of your story. And what happened was also and my what I wanted to say is like it's fated to happen. It's fated to happen so that it could really open you up to being comfortable with moving forward and understanding that there's more out there for you. So I just feel like what you need to be focusing your attention on right now is moving on and letting this go and having confidence and knowing that, like, you know, the best is next. Like I keep telling you, the best is next. Like, and understanding that you deserve more than this. You deserve someone who is going to be generous with you. You deserve someone who's going to be open with you. You deserve someone who is going to reciprocate or be giving. You deserve someone who is going to choose you. Okay? You deserve someone who's going to choose you every time. So you seem like you were in a situation, like I said, where it's a bit audacious. You feel like you should have been chosen. You feel like you should have received, um, you should have received, you know, efforts, energy, time, attention from this person. Your connections should have been receiving that. But I just heard Kendrick say it's not enough. Like, I heard Kendrick say it's not enough. So you just have to be okay with understanding that what you were receiving was not enough. You don't deserve that. You deserve more. You do. You do. Because whenever I see this main female card, it's not just based off of perception, like what you think you are. I feel like it's based off of fact. Like, it's based off of fact. You do deserve more. And this main female energy kind of gives me the Queen of Wands as well. So it's kind of like, if you weren't chosen by this person, understand that you still have a chance to choose yourself and move forward and understand that the best is next and that you deserve more. Okay? You just have to be all right with it. I feel like your intuition is telling you to move on and to be okay with moving on. but you're still dealing with the feelings of despair and disappointment because of what happened, and it's okay. Okay, it's all right. Like, it's all right. But the future is uncertain, so I feel like spirit just wants you to step into that with the fool's energy of being excited and enthusiastic about what is to come, even though you don't know. Just expect that it's going to be better than what you've received in the past. That's all you can do. The timestamp for Leo is 2:07:30. And hey, Samola, I hope I said your name right. And hey, Sherry. Oh, I'm sorry. Why weren't you paying attention to this? Hey, Renata. Yeah, you weren't paying attention to this because you, I mean, quite frank, it's like you were ignoring it. And in some ways, it's like you were willing to settle. Let's just be honest. Like, you were settling. You were settling. And you were trying to make the best out of the situation. Okay? You were trying your best. You was really trying. Like, I'm trying to tell you that right now. Um, you were given to this situation. You maybe even, saw something positive as it related to your future with this person. Like, you may have like just projected a lot of positivity out in that direction. But when it wasn't, when what you wanted wasn't experienced, like when you were not experiencing that, in some ways it's like you just tried to make do with what your experience was or what you were being given. So yeah, it's like you're not paying attention to like the ability for you, like the possibility of you like receiving better, or your ability to like obtain that is literally because you were just trying to make do with what was there. And that's very common with Leos. Like, Leos tend to be very loyal to a fault, and even loyal to the wrong relationships and the wrong people. And I'm telling you all that because that's a lesson that I definitely had to learn. Okay, it's a lesson I definitely had to learn. But this has nothing to do with ego and pride. Like, you just have to let it go and move on and understand that the best is next. So yeah, you were settling and you were just trying to make do with what was here. But at the end of the day, it's like you were conditioning yourself to be comfortable with an uncomfortable situation, or being comfortable in an uncomfortable relationship, because you actually weren't getting what you needed. And to be quite frank, it's like it seemed like this relationship wasn't really going anywhere as far as like anything serious or anything stable. It's like it wasn't really going anywhere. So I just feel like you need to stop investing into this and just move on and look ahead. Yeah, so why is it important for you to do this? In some ways I feel like you were deceiving yourself, making yourself believe that maybe you weren't going to get better, or that this relationship was okay for right now. But yeah, I feel like spirit wants you to be focused on your future. Okay? Focus on your future. Like, don't focus on right now, especially as it relates to like romantic relationships and friendships. Like, you need to be similar to another sign. It's like, yeah, actually similar to Libra. It's like you need to be like choosing people, relationships that you can see yourself going the distance with, like things that are actually long term. And it seems like this connection that you were a part of was not necessarily long term. Long term, it had the ability to be, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to free will and choice. So the person that you were dealing with wasn't choosing that. Okay, they weren't choosing that. So yeah, like, why is it important to you? Why is this important for your growth and alignment? Because you got to understand that you may have been deceiving yourself. And then also, within this, yeah, also it's about you understanding that like you were actually binding yourself to something that was low vibrational. You were binding yourself to an attachment or to an entanglement. And this was definitely something that was deceptive. Okay, you were a part of just what I heard was like you were living a lie. Okay, you were living a lie. So Yeah, you were living a lie. You were living a lie. Like, and that's the reason why you're so stressed out. That's the reason why you're just dealing with so much worries and tensions. Like, that's the reason why, is because it's like you were actually living a lie. Like, you were willing to engage with someone or a relationship that was low vibrational. You were a part of a codependent entanglement, and just something that was less than. And you actually, in some ways, by settling, it's like you gave your power away to this individual or to this type of relationship dynamic that you had. It's like you were giving your power away. So I just feel like Spirit wants you to understand that, like, you are empowered, like, you are it. Okay, you are the it girl, you are the it boy, and there's more out there for you. So you need to give yourself a chance to explore and see what is out there. But yeah, if we're talking about this person and this relationship that you were a part of, like, it was definitely built off of lies. There was a lot of deception here. And there was just a lot of like strategy that was employed, but I don't really like it, because at the end of the day, it didn't really do anything positive for you. It just continued to put you in a very like dark and depressing place, even mentally. Yeah, some of you had to walk away from a soulmate, and that was hurtful within itself. But I feel like this is to let you know that, like, regardless of these soulmate or divine counterpart connections that we have with people, is like, if it's a negative situation, if it's toxic, you still have to walk away from it. If it's your divine masculine and he's being toxic, you gotta walk away from him, or vice versa. If it's your divine feminine and she's being toxic, you gotta walk away. You just have to, is what's best. um yeah, Spirit is saying, like, look, like, you had good memories, you had good times with this person. It's nothing wrong with, reminiscing or thinking about it, but that's as far as it could go. Like, it's as far as it could go right now. It's time for you to expand and to experience something new. Okay, so what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Um, I feel like you're going to develop better boundaries. I feel like you're going to understand how to like advocate for yourself better, for your needs, as opposed to just trying to make something work. And there's nothing wrong with you like actually trying to make something work. I just think you need to invest in relationships or invest in people that are investing in you. Okay? Because that's going to make the most sense here. But yeah, it's definitely going to help you feel a bit more like secure within yourself. Because when you deal with relationships like this, or with people that don't really reciprocate or give in return, like, they're not generous with their time, attention, love, energy, money, like their resources, like, when they're not like, generous with that, it might make you question yourself, and you start to think like, do I really not deserve this? Am I really less than? Am I this or that? And it's like, you do deserve more. Okay, you don't deserve that. So I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you've dealt with somebody, let's ask the chat. Okay, if you've dealt with somebody and dealing with them and all of the bullshit that they put you through has made you feel less than, just go ahead and put some threes in the chat and just be honest, because everyone has experienced this. But I feel like once you decide to move on past this, just kind of get over it or get through it, and look ahead, it's like you're gonna realize that there's more. Like I said, there's more out there for you. There's more to experience, and you're gonna realize that this relationship or this dynamic that you were part of, this entanglement, doesn't really define you as a person. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and move on to the earth signs. The earth signs. Should I start with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? Let me know. Do we have any earth signs in the chat? Anybody that has some prominent earth sign placements? Okay, Charlene said Capricorn. Charlone's like me. Capricorn. I will definitely start with Capricorn. That's hilarious. All right. Capricorn, your timestamp is going to be 2/24/45, just so I can get something to drink. Capricorn, 2/24/45. Dang, my trash can right here, and I still didn't reach it. Dang. All right, Capricorn, let's get started. And thank y'all so much for spamming the chat with the hearts. I love it. All right, Capricorn, what needs your focus and attention right now? Sorry, y'all. I have like 3 cards that came out, and I really just want one at a time. So I'm just going to reshuffle again. And I needed to reshuffle anyway because it's like when you be using a deck over and over and over, sometimes it be like the same energies that be coming out, like literally the same cards. Okay. I like this for you, Capricorn. I like this for you. But let me get some more information, and now I'm going to tell you. Thank you, Cha-Cha. I know I'm doing well today, time-wise. Okay. Capricorn, you got some money coming in for you. You have some money coming in. But similar to the other signs, it's coming in through a partnership or a connection that you currently have, like an actual intimate connection or intimate bond that you have with someone. It doesn't just have to be a lover or just a friend. Okay, we can read this as like business partnerships as well. But I want some more information because you got money coming in. Let's get it. You gonna say extra thirsty? Yeah. Let's crack it up. Let's say extra thirsty. Oh yeah. So you have some money coming in. You know what, Capricorn? This message is actually similar to a message that I recently did for y'all, where it was like you had some really positive financial blessing coming into your life, and it made you have to like, it made you feel like you had to choose between that opportunity coming in or a love relationship. So I'm kind of getting that here as well. It's like you're going back and forth between 2 separate things here, where it's like, is love, there's partnership here, but then there's also your need to be ambitious and to make money. So I forgot what question that was, but this definitely is lining up with that. So yeah, I talk a lot. Okay, I talk a lot, and I be doing a lot of these all signs readings now. So I don't remember which reading it was, but I'm kind of picking up that message again. Maybe I'll figure it out and like put it in the timestamps and tell you which video to go to. But yeah, what needs your focus and attention right now? You definitely have to balance both. Okay, you have to balance both here, because I feel like if you are, for you all that are single, there's a relationship coming into your life that is going to help you financially. So you're kind of gonna have to like balance both. Like you're gonna have to, like, especially if this is a love relationship coming into your life and it's also a business partnership. You know, that's the best thing though, is like to be in love with the person that you're in business with and the shit is working out. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is working out, or being in business with someone that you actually can trust. Like that's amazing. Like, so, oh, thank you, Marquez. Thank you, Marquez. But yeah. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, Capricorn, is like you have to be focused on being able to balance both. Okay, balance this relationship and also balance your need to be ambitious or to receive money, or to go out and to attract money. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that here where it's like you could definitely be in business with a romantic partner, or your business partner, it gets hot and heavy. Okay, it gets hot and heavy. So you're gonna have to be able to balance this. Like you're gonna have to make space and time in your life to accommodate your business, and also space and time and energy to accommodate this partnership here as well. But I just feel like it's really not going to be too difficult for you, because both of these things are synonymous. So I hope that makes sense. But you definitely do have an incoming blessing, which is really nice. Some of you could literally be like investing, doing sports betting, gambling, or even winning the lottery, because I'm just feeling like it's a big financial blessing that's coming in for you, but you will have to be able to balance both. So I think that's where your focus should be on right now. And then also making sure, like, even if this isn't one particular relationship that's coming into your life, like, just think about your relationships in general, and like ensuring that you are still spending adequate time with your loved ones, and you're still making space and time for them, and you're not necessarily neglecting their needs because you're focused on getting money. Okay, and vice versa. It's like you want to ensure that you are spending time with your loved ones and doing what you need to do, but also making alone time so that you can focus on your financial situation as well. So that's what I'm seeing here. And you also have to, like, I feel like in the meantime, because I just feel like this is a very big financial blessing. It's like in the meantime, you have to be you have to be like resourceful, and you have to be able to really like stretch your resources. Um what I also heard was like kill two birds with one stone. It's like that type of thinking or that type of energy. Um but yeah, I just think this is about you not becoming too like stuck or rigid, and just you being flexible and adaptable with others, and just also with yourself. So I feel like you have to come up with like creative ways to ensure that you're focusing on your work, financial career, with and also with your family life or your relationships or your partnerships. You're gonna have to figure out how to be flexible and adaptable with those two things. Okay, so why weren't you paying attention to this? Yeah, you just have to kind of be open to like just the blessings and the opportunities that you can receive from other people as well. Like you have to be open to that. So why? Sorry, y'all. Let me reshuffle. You said hot and heavy. No work is going to get done. Yo, we're cracking up. I mean, hey, let's get it started. It's like be too hot and heavy, okay? Work gotta get done, but you also don't want to just be all work and no play, okay? It reminds me of what's that movie, The Shining, The Shining, where it was like, what was it? It was like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think that's what it is. Do y'all watch horror movies? Y'all watch horror movies? Like I just saw that. Like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Like I don't know. Okay, I don't know. The Shining could be some type of confirmation for y'all, but that's just what came to my mind here. But yeah, why weren't you paying attention to this? I just think you're a bit too focused on your like I said, you're being a bit too like rigid, and you're just kind of like focused on your life, like progressing in a particular way. And I just feel like you are very like tied to a particular like desired outcome. But yeah, when you're being too rigid, it doesn't really make room for, like I said, flexibility or things to be able to kind of go with the flow. I feel like sometimes things do need to go with the flow without resistance, just to see like where it goes. I feel like people are like so hyper vigilant all of the time, and that could have definitely been you, just hyper vigilant, feeling like if you gave in to your relationships, it would take away from your finances, or if you gave in too much to your, you know, work life and finances, it would take away from like you actually being able to connect with other people. So yeah, I feel like this week is like you're being called to be more flexible and to be more adaptable. But you definitely, I need to figure out what that reading was that I did for y'all, because that was definitely coming up where it's like something very positive on the horizon for you. Because y'all had got the Wheel of Fortune in that previous reading, and I was just like, well, it seemed like you're choosing the money. You know, that's what it seemed like you were doing. It seemed like you was choosing the money over the partnership and connection. But yeah, this week, I mean, shoot, energy change. Like this week, you're being called to focus on both. Okay, to make space for both. Hey, Forrest. Oh, you're in Hawaii right now. Okay, that's what's up. Aloha. I hope to go to Hawaii. I hope to visit. I really hope to. And I also hope to do some type of like community service when I'm out there, because I've definitely seen a lot of like videos, especially on YouTube, about like just the locals that live in Hawaii and just a lot of the stuff that's going on there, like just to maintain it as a tourist attraction. Okay, so I hope to actually go out there and not just to like enjoy the weather, but to also like just give back to the community, to do something. I would like to do that. Okay, so why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? You said facts, mahalo. So that's what's up. Let's get it. Say you love horror movies. Cha-Cha said, let's go. We out. Yeah. Y'all got the Wheel of Fortune again in the upright. Like, you got the Wheel of Fortune again. So I just feel like it's important for you to know that, like, you know, luck is on your side. That's number one. Like, things are definitely working out for you. Like, this is in alignment with your destiny. Like, so I just feel like it's important for you to understand that you can have both. Like, you can have both. You can have the money, you can be ambitious. Okay. Oh yeah, some of y'all might have been a bit too like, I don't know why this message came up, just like maybe even a bit too like materialistic, especially those that were focused more so on the money. You could be have been a bit too materialistic. So I think your relationships in a way are gonna like, I don't want to say like humble you, but I want to say it's like gonna keep you like grounded, okay, and down to earth. So I guess you could say humble. Okay, wait. I guess you could say humble. But yeah, it's definitely important for you to focus on this, because it's like your life is positively changing. And I also feel like you're gonna have the freedom and the space and the ability to like actually live a satisfying, holistic life. So I just feel like that's what spirit wants you to be focused on, is understanding that like every area of your life um can be positive. Like every area of your life can be prosperous or can be abundant. You don't just have to go hard in one area. Like the other areas of your life matter as well. So you can live a holistic, abundant, and prosperous life. So I just think that's what spirit wants you to know. Like you can have it all. Okay, that's what I heard. Like you can have it all. Like it's okay. Like you can have it all. And it's actually best that you experience this. So I just feel like spirit wants you to just have the best life experience, where every single area of your life, like I said, is taken care of. Well, every area of your life is like within harmony and balance, and nothing is too overwhelming or too messy or too chaotic, you know, or even overwhelming and difficult to keep up with. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. What positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? on creating and maintaining balance. Yeah, we have community. We have community. Yeah, like it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So it's just like you understanding that, yeah, you're working hard. Yeah, you got a lot of money coming in. But at the same time, it's like the people in your life, like especially those that you love, it's like they're going to be impacted significantly in a positive way. So, share, make time for others. There's definitely people around you that love you. There's people around you that are supporting you. So you also have to ensure that you are showing them gratitude and appreciation in return by showing up, by giving them your time, by giving them your energy, by actually caring about them. So this is this is nice. This is nice, Capricorn. Like, Capricorn, you got some money coming in, okay? You got some money coming in. But I also feel like you're going to be favored and also understood and accepted as well, especially if people haven't really like been accepting the fact that you're like super ambitious and you really trying to get it and you're hustling and you trying to make this bread. Like, you know, you may have felt a bit like misunderstood, like people didn't really get your vision or get what you were trying to do. And I say this all the time, it's like no one is going to know your vision better than you, and it's like you're still trying to figure it out as well. So the best thing that you can do is to maintain those good connections with others and don't feel like you have to go about things by yourself. You have to figure it out by yourself. Like, maintain those good connections. Like, nobody, well, let me not say nobody, but everybody isn't out to get you. There are some people in your life that are going to support your need to be ambitious and to get this bread. Um, there are people in your life that are going to be cheering you on as well. So you don't want to like turn your back on everybody. Because, yeah, I just keep hearing it's lonely at the top. So you may have been feeling like on your climb, it has been lonely, but you really need to look around and understand that people are positively supporting you. People actually want you to win. Okay, so make space and time for these individuals. Yeah. I just feel like you just want to be secure. Like, you just don't want to be broke. Because I just heard never broke again. It's like that's not something you're trying to experience, and I get it. And that's probably why you've really been trying to go hard. But I feel like you're about to get a break. Because I'm also seeing that like there's a relationship here for you that is also going to help you financially. So you need a break. I feel like you need someone that's going to stand in the gap with you and someone that's going to be a pillar for you. So just understand, like I said, it's lonely at the top, but it does not have to be lonely for you. Like, that does not necessarily need to be your story. Let's get it. They say it's time to invest with technology companies that's involved with the Stargate project. Tell us more about the Stargate project. Because you just talking a lot of talk today. Let's get it. You talking a lot of talk. Okay. It's a lot of new things that I'm becoming aware of. So you need to properly explain what this Stargate project is. Okay, exactly. Cha said I have to look it up. Like, thank you, Charlene. Star Love Angel. Hey, I love that name. Yeah, you need to get the information about it because I'm just writing all this stuff down on the back of my note card. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I just don't need anybody to think like, oh, she's not aware, she's not paying attention. Like, I got a lot of stuff to pay attention to, okay? Mama need a house, baby needs some shoes, okay? That's where my focus and attention is on right now. So if it's anything going on in the news and you definitely want to inform me, then feel free to do so. I like learning new things. All right, let's move on. Taurus. We have Taurus. Taurus, your timestamp is going to be 2:43:45. Hi, Taurus. Yes, Star Love Angel. The Pisces reading timestamp is 16 minutes. Yes, AI is definitely the new wave, okay? It's 2025 and AI can be used to create fully functional website in minutes while you're focused on using ChatGPT to write your emails. Okay? AI is definitely the wave. Ooh. Taurus, it seems like you are going to be promoted. Yeah. It seems like you're going to be promoted. Like into some type of leadership position. I like this for you. Yeah. 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 I like this for you, Taurus. But I need you to know you got some haters around you. You got some haters around you. Okay? You're elevating. You have some haters around you. So that's what needs to be your focus and attention. That's where your focus and attention needs to be on right now, is getting these ops and enemies out of your circle. Okay? Getting these ops and enemies out of your circle, because you're being promoted into some type of position of leadership. Like this could be at your job. This could be within any type of like community organizations that you're a part of. Um, this could also be like if you own your own business, you are your own employer and employee. Okay, you still have people around you that's definitely hating on you and your new status, your growth, and your elevation. So I'm just picking up here that you're going to be promoted. Like you could even be going for some type of like public office position or something like that, like in a governmental agency. Like you could be going for something along those lines. Maybe some of you are into politics here as well. But yeah, I just feel like you are going to be promoted. Let me get some more information about it. Okay, let's get some more details. But you got haters around you. So I know we say like, oh, don't focus on the haters. Like, you know, like, but at the end of the day, you do have to be aware of who your enemies are. You have to be aware, because these people are ruthless. Like these people will manipulate, will talk down about you, will try to be bullying you, will try to just, you know, engage in a lot of like aggression and just conflict like behind your back. And it could definitely mess up you and like your confidence, and you feeling like you deserve this promotion or you deserve to be in this position of power or leadership. So I know it's easy to be like, oh, just ignore the haters, ignore this and ignore that. But in some circumstances and situations, you actually do have to deal with these people, because I'm just getting here that they're relentless. But you're going to be elevating so high. Like, I'm just trying to tell you that right now. It's like you're going to be elevated so high that you are actually going to, you know, end up being protected from these people. So they're going to try, and it's going to piss you off, and it's going to be annoying, and it's going to be hurtful. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. It's like you're going to try to block it out. It's going to be hurtful. Like these people are really, let's see. Yeah, they're going to be talking about you. They're going to feel like you don't deserve this position. They're going to be saying that you are that you didn't really put in the work, that you didn't really put in the time, that you didn't really put in the effort to receive the rewards that you're getting. But at the end of the day, it's like these people are hating because they weren't as focused as you were. They were distracted. Their mind was somewhere else. And that's why they're getting passed over for this promotion or for this position of leadership. Okay. That's why they're getting passed over. But now they're trying to look at you and they're trying to say, like, oh, well, you know, you ain't really deserve it. Like, you know, like just trying to say things to like knock you off of your spot or not get you off of your game. Like, but all I'm gonna tell you is defend yourself and speak up if and when you feel like you need to, but don't let it get past the point of them saying and doing whatever to you and you just, you know, not trying to deal with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like some things you have to nip in the bud. Okay. Some things you have to nip in the bud. You just can't allow it to persist. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, that's what your focus and attention should be on. It's like understanding that you are going to be promoted. And yes, this is great because there's going to be a lot of people cheering you on, but you're also going to be receiving a lot of pushback from other people as well. But you're going to put these people to shame. That's what I'm telling you right now. Hey, Chan Lo. Hey, Chan Lo. Yeah, Spirit is telling you you need to be strong. Like, you need to be strong. And I know, like, it's hard. It's hard because when people are really talking down on us, like backbiting, you know, just trying to mess up our position, like, it's just kind of giving me this energy of sabotage. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, you have to nip this in the bud, because it's just one of those things that you don't want to allow to continue. Okay, because I'm just feeling like people are going to be trying to sabotage your work, like sabotage your space, your environment. Yeah, Spirit is telling you that you have to be strong, you have to be brave, and you have to be confident. You need to be focused on the fact that you deserve this position. You need to be focused on the fact that you've actually worked hard, you put in the time, you put in the effort so that things could actually grow for you. You've done what you needed to do. You've planted the seeds, and now you're just receiving the rewards from all of your previous actions. And other people are going to be mad because they didn't see what you was doing, because everything that you was doing it in silence. Okay, you was doing it out of the way, you were moving in silence, you were working in silence. So now that you're being rewarded and everything is coming out, okay, because everything done in the dark comes out in the light, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. It's like, now that all of your positive deeds and hard work is being shown, now people want to start hating on you. Now people want to start making it seem like you don't deserve what you're getting now. Now people want to start making it seem like you just started doing this yesterday when you've literally been in preparation for this new position of power. Some of y'all for years. For years. Okay? So no, like no, like no. You got to nip this in the bud. That's all I'm going to tell you. And Spirit is telling you, like, you got to be strong. You have to display a sense of inner strength. Okay, and you have to stand up for yourself and what you've done. Don't let these people make you feel like you don't deserve it, because you do. And you've been standing 10 toes down. Okay, you've been committed, you've been determined. So yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's just like, it's ops around, it's enemies around. And like, I'm just saying, like, you can't just ignore it and just be like, oh, out of sight, out of mind. Like, no, nip it in the bud, because they're going to try to cause problems for you. Okay. Hey, Positive Paradox. Why? Oh, dang. I was about to ask Spirit, like, why weren't you paying attention to this? Like, why aren't you paying attention? And it's just like, I think you're just used to receiving hate. Because I just heard another day, another dollar. Like, where it's just kind of like another day, another hater. Like, so I feel like you're kind of used to this. Like, I feel like you kind of expect it. Um, yeah, like, you're used to this. You're definitely going to be in a position of power and you're going to be seen. Yeah, like, you're kind of used to this and you just kind of feel like, look, at this point, like, I know who I am as a person. I know I deserve this. I know that all the work and effort I've put in, like, is worthy of these rewards that I'm receiving. Like, you know that. Okay, so you're comfortable with yourself and you kind of expect people to hate, and but it's like deep down inside, it still pisses you off and it still angers you, regardless of you coming to that conclusion that people's gonna hate on you. It's like, it still angers you that you are experiencing that. So I just feel like you need to speak up and advocate for yourself and to defend your new position, okay, of power. So I think that's probably why you weren't really paying attention to it, because it's like expected. It's something that you experience a lot of the time anyway, you know? Like, and you also are someone who's comfortable with being in the spotlight. You're comfortable with doing that. So it's just like, you kind of just look at it like, okay, hey, whatever, like, I'm out here in the spotlight. People know me. People see me. Like, people are going to hate. People are going to judge. People are going to criticize. Like, you're used to that already. But just because you're used to that doesn't mean that you deserve that ongoing treatment from other people. So yeah. Like, rewrite your story. Like, you don't have to continue to remain attached to this. Like, just because you know that people hate on you before, that doesn't mean that you have to continue to keep experiencing that. Like, especially to the point of it potentially like sabotaging what you work for. And it's just like a lack of respect here as well. It's like these deceptive people around you, is like they don't respect you. They don't respect what you've done, but it does not matter at the end of the day, because they're gonna have to answer to you. So it doesn't matter. They're gonna have to answer to you. That's number one. And they're gonna be brought to shame when you're promoted. That's number two. So yo, I heard this song by, I'm not co-signing this artist, but I heard this song by Drake. It's called Pain 1993. And he basically said N-words ain't gotta respect. N-words just have to accept. Okay? So these people don't gotta respect your position, but they gonna accept it. Okay? They're gonna accept it. But at the end of the day, it's like you must advocate for yourself, because you're still worthy of that respect too. So I don't care. All right. Positive Paradox said, another day, another hater is so real though. You said it comes with the territory. I get it. But once it gets into the realm of like sabotaging the things that you've done or you are doing, I think that's problematic. Especially if this is in the workplace, because that's what I'm getting here. The workplace, or just you being a part of some type of community here. It can even be an online community, especially if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, content creator, influencer. But I'm kind of getting like work. Why is this important for your growth and alignment? Because for real, like this and experiencing all of this hateration has definitely like disappointed you. It's made you in some ways like even feel bad, and it's affected your emotional health. Like at times you could be very moody, at times you could be very angry, and it's like you're just trying your best to like avoid conflict. So it's like Taurus, you're trying to remain in this like peaceful energy where it's like, I'm just trying to not cause problems. That's what it is. But it's like you can't avoid conflict for too long. Okay. So I feel like this going on is really teaching you to like confront issues and to confront people head on without it having to become an argument or without it having to be some other shit. Okay. Because some people, they're afraid to like speak up because they just feel like it's going to lead to an argument and then it's going to lead to a fight. And it's just like at the end of the day, you can't be afraid of confrontation. Like it can't be peace without war. So sometimes you do have to, suit up, be strong, and say what you have to say and do what you have to do. So yeah, to be quite frank, it's like your emotional health is taking a hit. It's being impacted because you are trying your best to just be as peaceful as possible. You can still be peaceful and firm, okay? You can still do that. You can still be tough but loving. So, you said Drake, the light-skinned final boss. Yo, I'm cracking up. Hey, ears. Positive Paradox said they aren't sabotaging anything for me. They can try, but we got to stay prayed up and keep our protection consistent and solid. Exactly. But part of your protection is you being able to advocate for yourself, stand up for yourself. Okay. That's a part of it too. So yeah, Taurus, I feel like you've been doing a lot to keep the peace, but like I said, it can't be peace without war. That's all I'm gonna say. It can't be peace without war. It don't mean y'all gotta be fighting, but you will be speaking up and standing up for yourself. I can tell you that right now. Okay, you can't avoid conflict for too long. All right, so what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? Yeah, action. You about to be about that action, because I don't think people respect you. In some ways, it's like you've been, I don't want to say like beating around the bush, but kind of, or maybe like walking on eggshells, not trying to cause problems. Yeah, no, like once these haters push you to the brink of no return, you're going to stand up and you're going to do something about it. So it seemed like this is a problem that has been like persisting for some time, but within you being promoted, it's like you cannot ignore it anymore. Like you will not be able to ignore it. So yeah. Taurus is about to be about that action. Okay? Like yo, I'm cracking up. But all right, Taurus, let's go ahead and move on to our final sign of the day, our final reading. Virgo, last but not least. Getting a little testy with this last comment. Are you going to finish the rest of the same down beetle? I'm cracking up. Like, Cha-Cha said she not giving you the chance. Cha-Cha said she not giving you the chance to finish that. Cha-Cha said not today. All right, y'all. So before I go ahead and go to Virgo, I'm going to go use the restroom. Y'all, I've been drinking a lot of water, fluids, teas, just different stuff like that. So I'll be right back, and then we will finish off the live stream. All right. So y'all, let's go ahead and finish it off with Virgo. The Virgo timestamp is going to be 3:02. I'm sure I was making like good time, but then I started like hashing out some of these readings, so I just had to like understand. But y'all, please don't get upset with me. I feel like some readings, like some of the readings that I do, like some signs get more time than others. So just have grace for me, okay? I definitely had like an 8-minute timer that I was gonna use, but then I forgot. So we'll try again. So I do have a specific message, but it is very specific. So yeah, Virgo, what needs your focus and attention right now? Well, I have a specific message, but then I also had another message. So I think I'm going to expand more upon the second message because this one's specific. But for some of y'all, it could be your children, like focusing on some type of like child custody case. Maybe some of y'all are like trying to move with your children, but it's like you need to work that out with the co-parent or the other parent of your child. Okay, so that's something that needs your focus and attention right now, especially if you're considering on moving with your child. Then like you definitely should be trying to work things out legally to ensure that you don't experience any issues or you don't have to move back. Some of y'all I feel like might be wanting to like move overseas with your children, so you want to make sure that you are figuring out whatever like custodial agreements that need to be figured out in order for you to be able to do that. and the other parent feels like safe and secure knowing that like your child is with you and y'all are off somewhere else, okay? And even if the child's other parent isn't around in their life, you still want to make sure that you handle things legally, that you are meticulous and detail oriented. You also want to make sure you do your research, because even though that other parent may not be around, they may still have some type of rights to your child. Okay, so you want to make sure that you put everything down on paper, everything is documented. You may even have to like speak to a lawyer concerning this, like getting some type of like consultation with a lawyer. So that's a specific message. That's a specific message. Yeah, that's a specific message. But for others, especially if that didn't resonate with you and you don't have children, yeah, it's important for you right now. What needs your focus and attention is on some type of business that you are creating, you know, some type of business, especially if you're in your creative bag, or, you know, you're an entrepreneur right now. I just also heard like innovator. So it's like you need to be focused on putting the time, the energy, and the effort into that specific project and legitimizing it. Okay, so this could also be like trademarks, copyrights, maybe you're publishing a book, maybe you need some type of like certification or some type of license. It's like you need to be focused on the structural aspects of your business, of your idea, or of your project. That's what you need to be focused on right now. Okay, so there's something creative that you have in mind that you want to do, and it's in its early stages, like it's in its infancy. So I'm kind of picking up on like the Empress vibes as well. And I feel like the Empress is always quote unquote pregnant with new ideas and new creative ventures. Okay. So, hey, JJ601. I don't know. Oh, y'all talk about people on Insta. Yeah, earn your leisure. I think I follow that person too. So yeah, like the Empress is, like I said, quote unquote, pregnant with just a lot of ideas, and things that if you actually worked on them, they would actually grow and, you know, provide you with some type of prosperity. Okay, some type of material gain, financial wealth. So yeah, that should be your focus. So if you have something that you're working on and it's just an idea, it's time for you to like focus on it, hash it out, and like I said, if you need certain licenses or certifications, you need to be focused on that, applying for whatever you need to apply for, paying for copyrights. Some of you, it could be a patent as well. It's like you need to make sure you do your research and get your idea patented. Because why am I saying that you need to do all of this? Because your like this business idea, this venture is definitely going to take you places, like take you places that you never really thought that you were going to go. Like it's really going to blow your mind, and it's going to be more than what you like, you know, thought you could have, or more than what you bargained for, or more than what you even asked for. So I really think like it's going to take you places, and you're going to really be experiencing like some progress, some growth, and some expansion within your life. So you definitely want to make sure that the structure and the foundation is good. Okay. That's what you want to make sure of. And even taking it back to the previous message as well, if you have to work through child custody, it's like, I feel like wherever you're deciding to go, um, is definitely going to open you up to experiencing more in your life, you know, and just a lot more positive changes in your life. It seems like it was something that you should do. So that's why it's important to make sure that nothing sabotages your progress, whether it's, you know, a co-parent or even someone trying to steal your idea. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that there's nothing that like sabotages it, that hinders it, or limits its growth. So let's get some more information. So why weren't you focusing on this before? Um, I feel like your plans and what you want to do, I feel like it's similar to another sign. I think it might have been Pisces. It's like it's really in alignment with like your purpose, or you're like destined to experience this change. And you're destined to experience just all of the positivity that comes out of it, or everything that comes out of it. Like you're destined to experience, you know, your goals being fulfilled or your wishes being fulfilled, and you know, overall enjoying your life, you know, your life satisfaction, and just the direction in which your life is going, your own personal path, your own personal journey. Like you're actually, you know, you're supposed to be enjoying that thing. So I feel like in some ways you may have been like holding yourself back, not even from like, yeah, because I was hearing like a fear of, it's not even like a fear of failure. I just think it's like a fear of success. Like, what if this actually, you know, happens for me? Like, what if it actually does? And I just feel like I said, you're gonna get more than what you bargained for. So, in some ways, I think you weren't really trying to take this serious because you you just didn't want to try and even try and fail. But in some ways, it's like you know you're gonna be successful, so why you keep like, I just like, you know you're gonna be successful, so like why are you holding yourself back? Like, let's see. Why are you holding yourself back? Like, um okay, so I feel like you're that person who can be inspired by like just a lot of like things, you know, because I see the Page of Wands here. So I feel like you're inspired by a lot of things. You're excited. You're open to adventure. You're open to like fresh ideas. Like, you know, that's the energy that you're typically in. But the issue with you is like your lack of follow through. Okay. So that's why I'm saying it's not really more so of like a fear of failure. I just feel like it's a fear of success. Like I feel like you are the person that's counting yourself out. It's not necessarily other people. It's like you're counting yourself out. So in some ways it's like you are not willing to go all in. Like you had ideas, like the energy and the momentum was always like going in that direction, but it's really you. Like either you were being very like lazy about it, you weren't really like taking the initiative, but it's like you're receiving all of this inspiration and this passion, and like, you know, you'll have like different visions, you know, for your life and what it could be, and you're excited about it, but then you do nothing about it. You know, then you do nothing. In some ways it's like you're being asked to take a risk, but then it's like you're not willing to. So I don't know, like I don't know. Like what it seems like is you holding yourself back. Cause I'm like, what is holding you back? It's you. Okay. You have a lot of fresh ideas. It's exciting. You know, you have this initially, you have this like very fearless attitude when it comes to things. But then when it comes down to like actually putting the time, the effort, like committing yourself, it's like you're just not doing it. And I also feel like you're not comfortable with things being like slow and steady as well. But things are just slow. Like Virgo is like things are just slow. Like it's not progressing. So I would rather things be slow and steady as opposed to nothing. Like slow and nothing. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Um, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, you're just not being like real and honest with yourself. Like what you want, you feel passionate and you feel excited about it because it's speaking to something within you. Okay, because we all want different things. Okay, we really all do. Like what you want for your life could be very different from what I want for my life. Like I'm here doing tarot, but for you, you could be a photographer, or you could be a singer, you could be an artist or an actress or an actor. It's like you could be doing that. And it's like, why is it that I was called to do tarot and you were called to be a photographer or whatever else you were called to do? It's because there's something within you that identifies with that. It could be a part of your purpose. It could be something that you're super passionate about. Um, so there's a lot of different reasons, but it speaks to you. So I just feel like you need to stop hiding away. You need to understand that like these ideas, um, this creative spark that comes to you, like it's coming to you for a reason, and you must do something with it. You have to follow through. Because also the Page of Wands tends to be like the Page of Wands, like I don't want to say that's the energy that you can't take serious. You should take it serious because it's like you feel inspired to do something, but it's like you actually need consistency and you need to be committed in order to see the results of that passion. Okay, so you actually have to take the initiative as opposed to just kind of like allowing the idea or the opportunity to pass you by. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, like, the universe definitely works in funny ways as well. Like it works in funny ways because you could be given an idea to do something, okay, and you receive a download. Now, if you don't do anything with that download, then guess what? It can definitely be given to somebody else who has the resources, the time, the belief. It can actually be committed to that and they'll do something with your idea. Okay? They'll do something with your idea and get rich. And now you sitting back looking like, dang, that was my idea. Yeah, it was your idea, but you did nothing with it. You didn't create any type of structure or foundation for your idea to thrive. You didn't even want to work on it. So yeah, that idea was given to someone else and they actually did something with it. So I'm just saying, like, if you want to stop experiencing that, then it's actually time for you to understand that the idea that you was given to you for a reason. It was given to you for a purpose. So do something with it. I hope that makes sense. Why is this focus important for your growth and alignment? Let's get it. You gonna say the bonnet is holding them back. I'm done. I'm so done with you. Like, you gonna say the bonnet is holding them back. You know the crazy thing is when I have a bonnet on, I feel like a superhero. Okay? When I have a bonnet on, I be feeling like I could fight. I be feeling like I could accomplish any and everything. Yo, bonnet make me feel like a superhero. I ain't gonna hold you. I be talking that talk when I have my bonnet on. I be talking that talk. Why is it important for you to focus on this? Because it's gonna, like, literally what I've been saying, like, because you're gonna receive like so many opportunities and just so much positivity because you decided to focus on this, because you decided to figure out the structure of your business, of your idea, or just figuring out where you're going to move and figuring out child custody. Is like you're going to receive a lot of just positive blessings from your ability to move or transition, that type of thing. So yeah, it's like you're with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're really entering a period of like growth and evolution. So it's like you have to be open to doing what is necessary, focusing on what is necessary, which is crossing your T's and dotting your I's. So it makes room for just all of this goodness that you are going to be receiving. Yeah. And some of you all definitely might be, getting famous here as well. So I just think that your idea could definitely help you, or it's like this new environment that you're moving into can definitely help as well. Cha-Cha and I were just talking about astrocartography. So maybe you all are into that as well, where it's like you have looked at the map and you have been able to map out the different locations that are pivotal towards your growth. And I remember I was talking to this one girl about it, and I was just like, yeah, because I'm definitely doing that, and I'm going to figure out where I need to spend time, like in my life. Like I'm going to do that, maybe spend a significant amount of time in all of these places. And she was just like, well, what if one of the places is like attached to like trauma and pain? And I'm just like, one of the places that in which I've already lived, like already experienced that. So what's the worst that could happen? Okay. Like, let's get it. Gonna say Bonnet Strong. She's goddess of thunder, lightning, fire, and strength. No, let's get it. It's astrocartography. Astrocartography. So yeah. I just feel like your new environment that you're moving into is definitely going to elevate your social status. And I also feel like this project that you are currently nurturing, like that is also going to help you as well. And I like this too because it's going to open up more doors for you to be even more like confident in your ability to like actually get things done. And it's also going to help you to become even more like creatively expressive. Because the Page of Wands can definitely be the energy of like future faking, where it's like you're kind of sharing your idea with everyone, but nothing ever um comes from it, so people kind of look at you like, oh, you're just all talking, no action, that type of thing. But now I really feel like if you dedicate yourself to this, whether it's a creative idea or whether this is, like I said, a custody situation with your child, you're moving, it just seems like you're going to experience a very positive outcome. So yeah, it seems like you're going to experience a very positive outcome. For you all that are dealing with the justice system, it's like things are going to be ruled positively in your favor. For others of you that are starting up some type of business, you can definitely look forward to more contracts and negotiations. So that means that your idea is going to continue to keep expanding. Because once you expand into the realm of contracts, like you're doing business. You're doing business at that point. So don't limit yourself. All right. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy? Yeah, you definitely should. Let's get it, because you be on the road. So if you're looking for a change, you should definitely do it. Because like I said, the girl that I was talking to was just like, well, what if you end up moving to a place that's just going to cause you pain and anxiety and trauma and all this stuff? And I'm just like, the places that I was forced to live have already done that. Like the places that I was forced to relocate to have already done that. So I don't know what else to tell you. Cha-Cha said, now I got to move to the Caribbean or Portugal. I mean, hey. So what positive shift will happen once you focus your energy here? I think it's going to put you in more of a position of leadership, because I feel like people don't really believe what it is that you want to do. They don't really believe it. They think it doesn't have substance, or it's not substantial. I also feel like, people are looking at your work habits, and they may be counting you out, like, but you be counting yourself out for real by not showing up. But it's like other people are counting you out and thinking that you don't really have much to offer, or this isn't going to result in anything like, substantial for you. Like, it's not going to be anything. You know how some people are, where they just kind of judge things based off of the current circumstance. But no, this is definitely going to change you. Okay. This is going to change you. It's going to put you more in a position of like leadership and feeling like you can do what is necessary, feeling like you are, an independent person and you make your own decisions. But within you being a leader, what I also heard is you becoming wise, and just being diplomatic, like being willing to do what is necessary for the community or for the collective, as opposed to just yourself. So it just seems like you're going to be impacting more than just yourself. You're going to be impacting whether it's your child positively or just even a community of people, like, as well. So yeah, I think that you're going to be releasing older versions of yourself, like a version of yourself that like was all talk, no action, or like just a version of yourself that you were potentially subjugated or relegated to by other people, in which they just felt like there was nothing that they could really expect from you. Okay. So I think that's it. Virgo, that's it. Let's get it said. Say less. So that's it, y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to the reading for tonight. Still pretty, well, I don't know. It's kind of pushing. It's a little late for me, okay? Because I be waking up early. I be waking up really early. Not gonna hold you. So I just hope that you all have a good night. I have a lot to look up once I get off this live. I can tell you that. Gotta look up what's going on, because the news has definitely been crazy. It's been crazy. Like, I'm not the one that typically allows the news to like affect me emotionally, but it definitely was doing that yesterday. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the live. Shout out to everybody that is still here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Definitely make sure you all like the live. I hope it made sense. I definitely hope it made sense. I got Gemini in my chart. Okay, so sometimes I could be very disorganized, but I know what I'm saying. Okay, I know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get a better handle on that energy. Okay, because the Gemini in me could be like this, you know, like, and then the Virgo in me is like, calm down. Okay, ground yourself. Okay, the Virgo in me be like, ground yourself. All right. And the Leo in me be like, and then the Libra in me be like, all right, let me chill. Like, it's a lot, y'all. It's competing energies that I have to deal with all the time. I'm trying to tell you, but that's what makes us complex and interesting, right? As people. All right. Thank you so much, Casey. Make sure that you unwind as well. Thank you so much, Cha Cha. And yeah, my squad. And thank y'all so much for everyone that tuned in. So I'm about to go post the timestamps. Y'all already know what I'm about to do. Okay. Cha-Cha already know, but let's get it. No too. I'm about to go do that and lay down. All right. You said good looking out with your Shango energy. All right, y'all. Be blessed. I hope the messages resonated and made sense. Of course, this is a general reading, so all I can do is read what I see and what I feel intuitively guided to say. Smoke, smoke, pass. All right. All right. See y'all later. Okay. Have a good night.